I'm not going to make the same mistake I did at the beginning, and I am going to unmute everything. Hello, guys. We're going to be starting pretty soon. I'm going to give you guys about 2 minutes for everyone to get on in here. We had a really fun ship battle, which was our first naval combat. And I don't mean belly button, I mean like ship-to-ship combat. It's pretty fucking fun. We are getting into some pretty interesting stuff in here. And I'm excited. How are you guys doing? Baba Booey. I'm gonna give you guys about 2 more minutes before we go back in.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, this is Ned Schneebly. No, it's not. It's hi, chat. It's me, Alpha Aniki. What's up? I got a tweet. Hold on, we got a tweet. Chat, let's make a tweet. Chat made this tweet.
Dopey and Hydric. Jonah had to mute so he could think of a tweet.
I didn't mute. I gotta fucking change the... Because it's currently... My mute button is currently mapped to question mark? So I've been using...
Why question mark?
I don't know.
I have mine in caps lock, so every once in a while when I'm playing games, I just mute myself.
Yeah, no, yeah. I have to find a button on my mouse or something for it. Or I get a new mouse. Mute for tweet. How long have we been live? 2 minutes? Okay, we'll wait for more people to file in. Map it to N? Dude, I type the letter N all the time. Could be like plus or minus. I feel like that works, but like sometimes it doesn't let you use those keys. And I have a 60% keyboard, so I don't have that many like spaces. I could map it to one of my GoXLR buttons.
Tilde.
Or tilde, yeah. But here we go. I have a 60% keyboard, so my tilde is also escape. So I have to press function tilde every time I wanted to mute.
Oof, never mind.
It's been 31 months. Wait, 31-month resub. Holy shit. Yakumo. Also, happy birthday. How you enjoying your birthday? You saw a raccoon? Dude, raccoons are cute.
Raccoons are cute.
We are episode 22. And where did we leave off?
We had some naval combat, and it was our first time ever doing that.
We are still in naval combat, I think.
With like wind effects and all sorts of stuff going on with the weather.
2 other ships. Yeah. We are on ship-to-ship combat, but it's also character-to-character combat if you can like close the gaps and shit like that. I cast slow on an entire ship. That was pretty cool.
I'm gonna be honest, that was pretty fucking cool.
That was pretty sweet. It was amazing. I was very proud of that because they all failed the saves because they're just like mooks on the ship.
All right, do you think you're ready?
I think I'm ready. Let's hop back in. Let's see what's going on.
Hello!
Oh my god!
Hello and welcome to tonight's episode of Pirate Trouble, our pirate-themed One Piece-inspired D&D campaign. My name is Ruben, your DM for the evening. In just a few minutes, we'll hop into episode 22 of the campaign. We have the conclusion of a pitched naval battle. If you weren't here last episode, or if it's your first time joining us, a recap is available in the chat. Just type !recap to catch up. As always, let me offer our special thanks to the folks who've made tonight's game possible. For the art, Julian Rush and Vieira. The map illustrator is Sezi Peku. And for the stream, Mukrush Nathaniel and Jonah.
That's me.
Before we begin, and I actually should have planned this better, but I wanted to pull some of the fan art that we got last week.
Oh, yeah.
One of it is pinned, and let me see if I can grab the other one and pin this as well. Nathaniel, this is the Puvon one and the Sunny one. Puvon. These are courtesy of Marcus. Thank you so much, Marcus. Let's show this once.
I can hear you now, Riley.
Yep.
It's too big.
It's too big.
Here it goes. That problem a lot.
There we go.
Yo!
There we go.
Holy shit, it's Puvon.
Holy shit, it's Puvon.
Razim and Takai, love it, love it.
I think it's just the no mask clipping, obviously just done in paint, rainbow over the pirate flag for me.
It's excellent. It's fantastic. And if you would be so kind to show the other one, please.
There you go.
That's the sunny one.
That guy's fucking your mom.
Hey, that guy's gonna fuck your mom.
Yeah, spoilers for last episode, but all right.
I'm gonna say one thing. I really want Pound Sand get fucked.
Yeah, I want a shirt.
I've got the
Tonight,
cricket machine out.
tonight's warm-up question for the players. I tried to find something we hadn't done before. We'll see if I lucked out. What stereotypical role would your character play if they attended a high school? Nerd, jock, bully, goth, etc. Let's start with McCleary, played by Chad. What would McCleary be in the high school AU?
That's yeah. That's what I was gonna say. That's literally okay.
Oh, and
I was
bounties, by
gonna
the way.
say, ooh, $7,000. Looky dooky. I was gonna say he would be the dude that already graduated that still hangs around in high
Oh, the
school.
creepy dude.
Like he hands out cigarettes to the kids. It's like, dude, aren't you like 22? And he's like, yeah, man, I get you beers.
Got held back a couple of years.
I get
That's
you beers. That's McCleary. The fun uncle that gets you in trouble.
Yeah,
No, the creepy 20-year-old hanging around the high school.
that's what I like about high school girls.
Oh my K.
Say you're joking. Say you're joking.
It's a line from a
joke.
movie. It's a
Say
joke.
JK. Say
Just-
JK.
And look at what? Nobody has ever seen
Say
Dazed
psych.
and Confused?
Yeah, no, I know
actually
exactly
haven't.
what you're talking about.
Okay, never
I
mind.
know what
Matthew
you're talking
McConaughey.
I
Time
get
of
the
cancellation 125,
Feels
2023,
weird, man. Feels
724.
weird, man.
Excellent. Next up, let's do Freya, played by Courtney.
All right, so Frey would be, gosh, she'd be the weird kid. Like she's not. She'd be what people would call the weird kid in high school. Like she'd be the one wearing the cat ears and the tail on the belt, and she'd be
Oh
a
my
part of the
God.
anime club, and like
Oh my!
she's doodling like her.
I know
ships
this
in the back.
person.
I know this.
You should be friends
drawing
with
her
that
ships
person.
in art class and like in the back of history class, like just doodling. She'd be the kid who draws like eyes really good.
And that's
And,
it.
yeah, she can draw eyes really
That's it.
good, and then she draws really shit anime characters, and
But
then
good
draws
eyes.
her. Yeah, she.
It's me, for real, for real.
She's a weird kid, but she's not smelly.
Okay,
She
good.
has great hygiene.
Noted.
She got
She's
me.
just
You know what? They all
Weird.
think they have
Debatable.
great hygiene, but
Debatable.
I'm gonna give you a sniff. We'll find out.
Sniffle.
She
next
meows at
up-
people. She growls and meows at people.
Oh wow.
no.
Okay, so you're that kind of person.
That's the kid I used to
Naruto
make
runs
fun
down the
of.
hall.
No, she's like, yeah, she
Naruto.
Naruto runs down the hall.
Next up, let's do Harlow Alpha, played by Jonah.
Harlow is the second string quarterback.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Harlow is not the leader. Harlow is not the best, but he's getting there. He wants it really badly, and you know, at some point, his time will come to you know, throw that touchdown, you know, make that insane run or something like that. He shows up to all the weight training, and he's a good member of the team, but he's not quite there yet.
You know, kick
Gotta
it through
get
the
that
hoop for a
sponsorship.
touchdown.
He's got to get this, the sponsorship.
All right. Next up, let's do Marini, played by Riley.
She's like a teenager in this. She's definitely like one of the mean girls, but she's not tied to like any sort of group. She's just like a lone mean girl. Does show up to school wearing like pajama pants, like does not care. But
She's a hot Cheetos girl.
Oh,
Riley, quick
absolutely.
question: are you still in call on your phone?
Am I?
Your mic is
Because
fucking
your
up,
mic
yeah.
is doing some fucky
like
lucky shit.
Hopping back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh wait, shit, is that? No, I'm not on. Huh?
I'm gonna have to get
Just
a
wanna
fucking
make sure you have
compressor
your Yeti
just for
fixed.
Riley.
Right? I wonder if, listen, my computer's being real dumb. I had to log into Discord on the browser.
Check your audio settings and make sure you have your mic picked. Because if you don't usually use the browser, that gets a bit fucking weird.
Yeah, it says that I'm on my Yeti microphone.
Have you
That's
tried
weird.
completely turning off Discord?
Yes, multiple
Or
times.
your computer?
Yeah, I've been trying that. I don't know what's going on, guys.
We don't either.
Super weird.
That's weird.
Well, the funny thing is, like, it sounds like your mic volume is just going up and down.
Yeah.
Because the quality
Yeah.
isn't really changing that much.
But we're getting jump scared.
Yeah.
Riley Rodriguez jump scare.
Yep.
Oh god. I'll try to figure out how to fix it, but yeah. Marinie's that in high school. If she's a teacher, she's probably the AP literature teacher.
Could see that.
Additionally, because like Corey and I have talked about this before, if Monty is involved in this, Monty's the stoner kid.
Of course, yeah, makes sense.
Yes, I see that.
Yeah. I'm gonna go try to fix my mic. Oh
Yeah, no worries. All good, all good. Next up, we have Myrtle, played by Nathaniel.
Considering he is all about building stuff and stuff like that, I guess he would be a chemistry teacher. I guess
See that?
chemistry, like mixing elements. He'd be the fun one that's like, here, do you want to see green fire?
Or like the woodworking person.
Yeah, the shop teacher.
You make meth?
Yeah, you want to see an explosion?
Lovely. Next up, let's do Sunny, played by Corey.
Dab. Well, much like myself,
Look at your bounty, by
unfortunately,
the way.
I'm waiting
Oh,
for it
it's
to
the
load.
highest bounty. Uh-oh.
I'm an agent of chaos. Anyway, much like me, unfortunately, in high school, Sunny would be. I'm also eating Pringles. The marching band theater kid,
Makes sense.
Definitely.
because what better way to make a character than based on experience?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice. Next up, let's do Takai, played by Ryan.
Jonah, I hate that you said what you said.
Why?
Because you
I
can be a
want-
cheerleader.
No, I want you to know that I came up with what I was going to say before you said anything. So,
Okay.
Takai would be like the gay best friend to one of like the mean popular girls.
Oh my god.
But along the lines of like a gay male version of Amanda Seyfried's character from Mean Girls. So just complete and utter dits. Also, he's
I have
probably
ESPN or something.
also he's probably seduced at least one member of the football team who thought he was straight.
There you go. It's the first string quarterback.
Are you gonna try and homophobia him out so that you can be first string?
Just because you're gay doesn't mean you can't be the quarterback.
Oh, you're gay. Is that why you're so good at catching that ball?
Sports is gay. Sports is gay, confirmed.
Catch these balls.
And on
Man
that
used to
note,
wrestle naked. Sorry, go ahead.
Jeez.
we will probably have Razim hop in at some point. As usual, James will probably come 15 minutes late, which is fine because he has some stuff going on.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that is it for the preliminary stuff. We on a lot of stuff was going on last episode, and I'm gonna try my best to recap it for those who are just joining because there are a lot of different threads
Yeah,
here.
there's a lot of
to
moving
follow.
parts.
So just to give a recap, let me give our usual beginning. When last we left our heroes, the party had arrived at Claystone Island, an island in the Grand Line. They were given a special compass called a log pose in order to find a hidden treasure at the bottom of a tomb in the middle of this arid desert. They found it, they journeyed into the bottom of the dungeon, they uncovered tons of gold, 60,000 plus pieces worth, along with a chest that contained two very strange, still preserved fruit that had not aged despite being in that location for some considerable time. They made it back through the desert to their ship, and just as they were about to leave, or were leaving the island to head elsewhere with their loot, they found other interested parties who wanted to take it from them. Specifically, a naval vessel that was captained by an individual who called himself Brandon Reinmar, a captain of the Imperial Navy, same rank as Captain Achilles, who the party has engaged with in the past, who said that he was under orders by the Empire to take their treasure. At the same time, they were not the only pirates in this area of the sea who wanted to take this for themselves. Luvan Perona, who was back in episode 3 of the campaign, the party had humiliated him in a talent contest on a small island. I think pretty badly, pretty obtusely. You made him smell
shit
bad.
himself.
Yeah. He has a grudge against the Limelights. He is the captain of the Rainbow Pirates, so named for their rainbow version of the Skull and Crossbones. And he said that he was on instructions from Count Rodar, is what he said. That name spelling is in the recap for the players. And he also wanted the treasure. We saw a pitched naval battle. Over the course of that battle, members of the Limelights were able to pick off various naval officers on the ship. Brandon Reinmar, the captain of the ship, was attacked by not one, but 2 members of the crew who flew over there to try and apprehend him. They were able to... there was a short battle before they essentially paralyzed him with a hold-person spell. Marini, at the very end of the last episode, chained up his wrists together behind his back. He is still conscious, though. The person who was knocked out was the other person who wanted this treasure, because it's not just these 2 ships, but someone who was a stowaway on board their vessel. Their ship had been sitting for like 2 or 3 days in the desert on the shore. And while it was not tampered with, someone did make it aboard and wanted the same treasure that these 2 folks also wanted. That elf, who had a bit of clothing that bore the symbol of the House Vishad, one of the noble houses in this setting, he tried to take the chest up the stairs from like the lower decks of the ship. He was, I believe, like thrown back from the stairs, or kicked or something, and he was slammed against the internal walls. The chest crushed him partially. He is knocked out. So to recap, we have the Imperial vessel, we have the Rainbow Pirates, we have an elf aboard the ship, all of whom have been seeking or have attacked the Limelights for the chest that contains these 2 unknown fruit. The Imperial vessel, where we left off, has been largely set adrift. You now have the captain, which means that the only threat still on the battlefield is the Rainbow Pirates. Now, they have not been able to get close enough to your vessel, given the intense weather conditions that are currently over this area of the sea. As I described last time, this is kind of almost hurricane-like conditions. The wind changes direction constantly. It is raining. It is thundering. The waves are incredibly dangerous and threaten to send the ship up against the rocks. Let's begin where we left off. I think the first thing I want to kind of figure out is what's happening with Brandon. Let me switch music real quick.
At this point, has Freya... Because I think my plan was to light the...
Yeah, you blew it up.
Okay, so I did blow it up. All
Yeah,
right.
that happened. How you doing?
Yeah. So you not only blew it up, you blew it up while you were in the middle of the area that the explosion was.
Cool.
You were in a pile of different barrels of gunpowder and blue fire, and received the intended result.
I lost 15 HP.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So,
Awesome.
we are. I'm going to just, for the purpose of making this clear, I'm going to begin at the top of the order here. Before we do the different roles that we did last time to set up who goes first in the naval combat, and I will share again for reference the quick sheet, just so that everyone has it, because there's a lot of stuff that we do here for naval combat. Is Riley in the chat actually? She is
No.
not. So I will go back to her in a second while she's figuring out the lovely fun of microphone usage. Let's have the start of round roll for this round of combat. So Harlow, roll a d20.
1d20 plus 3, right?
Correct.
Okay. 15 for the ship.
Excellent. I will roll here for Rainbow Pirates. They got a 13. So they will go after you.
I just realized
Right.
Razim's code looks exactly... I was just playing Valorant. It looks exactly like Phoenix's code from Valorant. Down to the collar and everything.
And the Imperial ship is adrift. It does not get initiative. I think you've probably have killed most people on board that vessel
Yay!
over the course of this combat.
Yay, murder
okay.
and trauma.
Murder and trauma.
Yum.
Okay. That is the initiative roll, so y'all will go first, but I need to first roll the weather roll.
All right.
And this will be, let me grab that. I have a lot of tabs open on my screen. 1. So that is east to west, so the direction will move the other way. You flip this around. Okay. And what else do I need to do? I need to also... Yes, I need to tick up the layer effect clock to 2. All right. Limelights through Harlow, what will be your ship action for this turn?
Okay. Oh, boy. Okay. So I guess we're going to be going back this way, right? And this ship is still up?
The Imperial ship?
Yeah, did we sink it or not?
It is adrift because it has no one to pilot it, so it will just continue to move by the wind at this point.
Okay. I will shout... What is... refresh me on, what,
So currently, the ship will move 3 spaces if you were to pivot the direction to the west. Right now, you're kind of facing northeast. So, like the top of the skull, opposite the mouth, is where the front of the ship is pointing.
Okay. I am going to... So if we move this... If I move that way, the ship is now oriented, like, in this direction?
Correct.
So we will, like, go like that, right?
Correct.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna... before I do that, what's McCleary doing?
I am standing by at the wheel.
Okay. I say, McCleary, I'm gonna take the wheel. You commandeer that ship.
Aye, sir.
Good man.
I step aside.
And I take the wheel as the ship's action and let it, after McCleary jumps, or, ropes or gangplanks, whatever he decides to do, we'll drift in this direction a few spaces.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'll,
Awesome.
If I have to do the turn now, I'll like swing over on a rope to the
Sure.
Imperial Navy ship.
Didn't we just blow that up?
Is it sinking?
It's adrift. It's not sinking.
It's not sinking. We didn't blow it out.
Damn.
So before the ship begins moving this turn, McCleary, you're trying to get on the Imperial ship?
Yeah. I'll. He said commandeer it. I'll swing
Yeah.
over there.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, no. He says to do that, and I say, "Aye, Captain." And then I unfurl Lucy, and I jump on her, and I fly over
Hell
there
Oh my god.
Even better.
On the magic carpet.
on the magic
Hell
carpet.
yeah.
So the visual here is like the camera sees you unfurl the the carpet, thunder, lightning behind you, as you just, I think, like dramatically sit in the middle of the carpet, legs crossed, maybe like
Yes, definitely.
and it just slowly like ascends. And what's your magic word?
He whispers to it, "Fly, you stupid son of a bitch." And he says, "You know I don't mean it." And he pats her a little bit. "You know I don't mean it."
You fly on your magic carpet over 50 feet of water. This amazing image of you between the two ships, waves crashing beneath you. You're over the chaos of the storm and make it aboard the fairly large Imperial battleship. I will say you have some movement while you are on the ship. What is your objective at this point?
To make my way towards the helm and probably to dispatch anyone that's in my way.
Okay.
If there's crew if they are surrendering or looking like they don't want to fight, I would leave them alone or let them jump off the ship or try to intimidate or whatever. But if they're kind of actively in my way,
you have shot, I think, 4 or 5 people at this point over the course of the last few minutes.
Information
in game. But for now, I think what you see, you see the blood splatters that Marini and you caused. I think you shot people in the head earlier
I did.
in the combat. The wheel is currently unattended to. There's probably like 2 or 3 people at other parts of the ship who are trying to find some way out. You are not getting any resistance at this point.
Okay, perfect. Then I will make my way towards the helm.
Cool. Noted. Harlow.
Okay. I forgot that I was next in the finish order. Let's see. What to do? I guess, pilot the ship. That's what I'm on the helm. There's not a whole lot I can do right now since we're kind of like cleaning up. Let me see. Let me check my spells really quick. 60-foot range, 60-foot range, 60-foot range, 60-foot range. I have one more slow I could cast. Let's see how far away. Really quickly. That's 300 feet. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's too much. Unfortunately, I can't cast slow on that Imperial ship yet. Damn, can I hold my action?
Sure, what are you gonna hold?
I'm going to hold my action. I'm going to hold my action to react to any incursion on my ship.
Cool.
And even if it is like a call out to a crew member or something like that. God, you know what? Fuck it. No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm alone on the helm. The wind is howling. The storm raging. And I kind of like gird myself. And I grit my teeth and I shake it off. And I breathe deep and I kind of gaze into the gale and pilot the ship. And I cast heroism on myself.
Ooh. Yes.
Hell yeah.
And what does that do?
Choose a humanoid you can see within range. Me. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. Electively denied it. At the end of each turn, the target can make another wisdom save. Basically, I get. Wait, hold on. No, I was reading the wrong spell. Fuck. A willing creature you touch is imbued with bravery until the spell ends. The creature is immune to being frightened, and it gains temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting modifier. Plus. Oh, no, just your spellcasting modifier, so plus 4. When the spell ends, the target loses any remaining temporary. So I get 4 additional HP, and I'm immune to being frightened.
Good.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. All right. Next in the order is Sunny.
Hello.
Where is Sunny currently?
Oh, I'm on the stairs because I gave the elf PTSD, and then he fell asleep. Wink. Well, I think I will, because I've tied him up against the wall. That was what I did on my last turn. I bound his hands, just kind of sat him there. The chest with the fruit, I think I'm just gonna drag it over next to him, and I'm gonna sit on it, and we're just gonna vibe. I'm gonna hang out with this unconscious elf for a bit.
I love this. Great. Next up is Takai with Myrtle on deck. Takai.
Can we see the player layer?
Yes. Yes. Let me go to that.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, you're here. McCleary's now on the ship. Excellent.
Right. Takai is going to really quickly turn to Myrtle and is just going to say, do you want to stay down here and fire the cannon, or do you want me to do that?
I'll do that this time.
All right. And Takai is going to go up to the top deck. He is going to take out his Pearl of Power, stare at it for a second, and then use it by just bonking it directly at his forehead to recover one of his 3rd level spell slots.
Head on,
Excellent,
apply directly
excellent.
to the forehead.
Let's see. And I think, yeah, that will be it for my turn.
Okay.
And while I'm here, where is Marini on the? Oh, she's 7. If it gets to Marini,
flying.
if it gets to Marini before she's back in here, I'll pilot her for Riley.
Okay, cool. Currently, she is, I believe, the last thing that happened. She has restrained Brandon. How long does hold person last?
I broke concentration on hold person when I cast heroism on myself.
Okay, there will be some interesting stuff that will happen in Marity's turn. Cool. Next up, Myrtle with Freya on deck. Myrtle.
Myrtle is going to start reloading the cannons.
I
think that one might have already been reloaded. It's just, I think, waiting on being...
Fair enough. Then
fired.
I'm going to yell up and say, "Oi, Captain, do we need to repair the ship any? We're about to go into the battle."
How is the ship HP?
It's lost like 50 HP, but we're about to go into another battle.
You currently
Yeah, but it's
have...
with Poov on. What's he gonna do?
Poop on us.
Are they both
quick
the cannons?
question.
Both
Quick question.
cross-site cannons.
Yeah, they're both loaded. Quick question for you, Ruben.
Yes.
If, as far as ship damage goes, is there a certain point where, like, after a certain amount of damage, it starts to have negative effects on the ship?
Yes. So if like the sails, go to 0, that has a particular impact. Same thing for if the cannons go to 0. So far, the only damage to the ship has been on the hull. So, actually, I'm sorry, hull and
The
you
armor,
had
right?
some sails damage because of the one of the layer effects earlier.
But the armor's making sure that it's not like hitting the actual timber, right?
Correct. So
Okay.
you have the hull has 323 hit points out of 400. 100 of that is the armor. So you're in a pretty good
Pretty
spot.
armed. Yeah, we're
Okay,
pretty
I'm
good
not
spot.
worried
Okay,
about
that's fine. That's fine. All right.
Is the
I feel a little safer.
other cannon loaded already?
Yeah, they're both loaded. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna pull out a crystal. That's a yellowish shade to it, like amber. And that's where like the soul of Moosh is. And I'm going to speak into it and say, "I heard an explosion over there. Make sure that everyone's topped off." And Moosh is going to try to find Freya and do healing for her. Cure wounds.
Oh, cool.
And what's the
Because-
range?
It is a familiar, so it's a touch spell, and
Oh,
I
shit,
can cast
okay.
spell through.
He's just gonna
Moosh.
swim on over.
Excellent.
He got catapulted onto that ship, so as long as Freya takes him
Right,
back,
that's right.
roll
Cool.
1d8 plus 4, and that's my turn. And Freya,
Awesome.
you get 10 HP back.
Nice.
I feel like your HP is off here. I don't think you should have that few HP, but we can talk about that in a second.
35 or 31. That's weird. Yeah.
Cool. Freya, it is your turn with Marini on deck. Freya, you just exploded a large part of the Imperial ship. What's next on the Dragon's plate?
You are
Also,
muted, Courtney.
Did she
Also.
fly out of the ship on the explosion, or is she still in the hull?
I think she's still in the hall.
Okay.
Also, I said thank you. I didn't. No one heard me, but I said thank you.
All good,
Thank you.
all good.
I can't hear you anyway. You're on another ship.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell Moosh thank you. I'm gonna.
We have
pick
sending
up,
stones,
is
right?
Moosh
No.
is near me, right?
Yes,
pretty sure
he is
we
right
have
next to
something
you.
Something like that.
I'm gonna pick up Moosh. I'm gonna give him a little smooch on his forehead and say thank you so much, Moosh. And then I'm gonna gather him in my. I already did that. I'm gonna bring him up the stairs again, and kind of float a little bit because I feel like there's a little bit of damage. So I'm gonna get back on the main deck and look for whoever else is on board.
You see McCleary taking the helm of the Imperial battleship. And you also see that the limelight is beginning to position itself towards the northwest to begin, to 9, 10 o'clock to begin.
Fighting the other thing.
Well, either that or leaving.
Okay. I'll just be like, hey guys, what did I miss?
You can only talk to McCleary at this point.
Okay. McCleary, what did I miss? I was kind of down below.
Ahoy, lass! Did you cause that big explosion?
I did, isn't it cool?
Hey, well done. We're taking this ship for now.
Yeah, awesome. All right, so what do you want me to do? I kind of blew up our supply of cannon stuff.
Stand by on the rigging.
What does that
The
mean?
sails and ropes,
Oh,
lass.
okay, I can do that. So she's gonna run over and she's gonna look up at it and say,
You know what? Just stand by.
Okay. She kind of takes it kind of naturally though, because they kind of resemble wings in a way of how they react to the wind.
Okay.
So
that's
she's
chill,
gonna
man.
be
That's really
she's
clever.
gonna be really good at it.
I like that. Sweet.
Yeah, same
Yeah,
thing.
she
I
is
was thinking
covered.
Don't say
covered in
things like
soot.
that because you will
She's like,
curse
"What
your
am I
rolls if you have to
covered in
roll
soot?"
for it.
Excellent.
She
Okay.
knows about it, but she might not do a good job. We don't know yet.
Oh, good. Okay. Ryan handling Marini. So Marini has Brandon's arms restrained. I believe she had manacles on him, and I think she might have begun the process of flying him over to the limelight. At this point, she's probably in the middle of between the two vessels as Harlow breaks concentration to cast the heroism spell. So I need to figure out a few things here because he's not just going to go willingly with you. He has restrained hands though, and I can't imagine he has his weapon still on him. Maybe he does. Let me see here. I think
Asshole's not going to be hitting me with it.
I mean, he can certainly try. He's going to. Here's what I think I'll do. I'm going to make a contested strength roll. So this is a question of whether or not she can restrain his arms while she is flying. If she can, then she'll be able to keep him like that, unparalyzed, at least physically onto the limelight. If not, we'll assess that in a second.
Okay, cool.
So I will roll, and I will roll this openly, just a strength check.
Okay.
I rolled a 10.
Do you need me to roll? Do you need me to roll opposing?
Yes, please.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be just a flat. This is gonna be a flat 50-50. We have the same +4.
Ah!
Well, damn.
Ooh.
Okay. Brandon fights the manacles. I think they clink. Even amid the howling winds, you can hear the strain on the metal. This is a captain of the Imperial Navy, a paladin who is fighting this restraint fairly well. Unfortunately for him, and fortunately for Marini, she's able to just use her Satyrian strength and the anger that flows through her, through all of her dealings with the Imperium in the past, to keep him under her talons for now, metaphorical talons for now. And if you want, well, you tell me, where does she go? Is she going to bring him to the limelight, somewhere else? What's the plan there?
If at all possible, as she's flying back to the ship, she's going to try and basically pistol whip him, but with the hilt of her sword to try and knock him out.
Okay. I will let you attempt to do this. Is this after you land, or are you throwing him?
Let's say this is after I land.
Okay.
Okay, so she lands and just kind of holds him down as she says, "Don't give me any trouble. I'd hate to mess up that pretty face of yours." And let's see, +7.
Let me figure out, because technically you can't do this, but I'm gonna let you try because I think it's cool and I think it makes sense in the context of this. Roll. I'm gonna have you make an attack roll, and I'll then have him make a con save, the DC dependent on how much damage you impose.
Okay, cool. So, +7. Well, that's a 13. Fuck me.
Yeah, but he's prone and he's restrained.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, you have advantage.
Okay. So let's try that again. Ah!
Well,
Well, at least it's not a nat one.
Jack can't see the dice rolls.
I'll
I'm
have
sorry,
have
Riley.
Nate squish the screen a little bit. So I think what happens here, because you have him restrained, I think you hit him with the blunt end of the blade, or maybe in the head, trying to knock him out, and it leaves a mark. But this is a pretty sturdy motherfucker, and he growls back, I think, with righteous anger. That was your attack on him. Okay. I think that is it for y'all.
Nathaniel, we can't see the dice.
What? Oh, gotcha. I just got back.
No, I know. Just making sure.
I'm gonna now go to the Golden Locket, which is the Rainbow Pirate ship, and we're gonna see what happens with them. Okay.
Riley, are you here?
Am I still doing jump scare sound?
No,
you're
Not
great.
yet.
not yet. Yeah,
You sounds
good.
fantastic.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, wait.
I plugged everything into a different.
Fuck!
No, jump
Fucking
scare.
A!
Am I, oh, what the hell? Is the mic just going bad? Maybe.
Maybe she's had it for fucking ever.
It
Sounded
could be
good
like
for
a
bit.
wire issue. Yeah.
Yeah, it might be a wire issue.
I mean, we
That
can.
sounds
Yeah,
logical.
we can probably handle the jump scares, right? Like,
Yeah.
It'd be like
come
lower
on.
her enough. Yeah.
yeah.
Worst case. All right. Yeah. The Luvan Corona is going to fire on the Limelight. Let me grab my information on.
Bitch.
Let's see here. This is a +1. Does a 22 to hit, which hits the 15 AC of the ship. I'm going to roll the damage, 3d10 piercing damage in the chat.
3d10.
That's a 19 against the hull.
Ooh, okay.
You still have 304 out of
Yeah, it
400.
could be worse, yeah.
You haven't even gone through the armor with 4 points for that. And that is their turn. They are not close enough to do much else, because this is technically the distance between the two vessels here is 150 feet. So they're getting close to where they might be able to use their own magic.
In ship-to-ship combat, that's not that close.
Yeah.
Or that's not that far away. That's like
Yeah.
150 feet is like the length of a ship. Like,
All right. Top of the round. I need Harlow to roll your d20 plus 3 for ship initiative.
okay. I hit the dice roller. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay. 21.
21.
Nice.
They roll quickly. They rolled a 10 plus whatever it is still going to be, so you are still above them. Let me roll the weather die. Cool. You are still going west,
Okay.
so no change to the wind direction.
Is this a ship? This isn't a ship. This is just.
No, that was just don't ignore Brandon for now.
Okay, cool. So if that's the case, I'm going to go this way, let the wind take us for a little bit, but I'm going to try and turn this direction against the wind.
Okay. That is possible. And that you only would be able to move 2 spaces because of that, which you've done. So you are successful. Let me move not Chad, McCleary from the board. All right. What is the action you would like this ship to take this round?
Fuck. What can we do? I mean, our sails are minor damage, right?
Yeah, just minor.
Let's see. You know what? Just in like for sake of narrative, I'm just. Oh, that's a bonus action. I can do a lot more. Fuck. Cast heroism on myself. I don't have to focus on whole person. I summon. Yeah, I'll summon my spiritual weapon on the ship. That's a bonus action. Fuck. Never mind. I cast Shield of Faith on myself. And
Excellent.
a golden shield kind of envelops my body as I gird myself against the wind and the crashing waves against the boat. That's a bonus action. I still have my action. Fuck. I don't want to waste this stuff. I guess. Do you have any suggestions? Like, I have no idea. Other than pilot the ship, narratively, I have a +2 to my AC.
Well,
You
I mean,
could-
that might be all you have to do and let the cannon. Well, I guess we're not in a position. The Imperial Navy ship is right between us.
You know what? The ship would still begin moving too. It's not doesn't have its anchor down. It's just
And
gonna move.
can I pilot it?
If you're at the helm, I mean.
Yeah, I heard you. Yes, actually you can. So what direction are you going to be pointing the Imperial ship?
Can I? Okay. We have sending stones, right? I have one in my inventory. I think Harlow has the other.
I think that's correct.
Can I just send him a message quick through the stone?
Sure.
I say,
Say, Harlow, we thinking about scuttling this ship, or what is your plan?
We're gonna see what's on it first. Once we get out of this scrap.
Right, so you don't want me to ram their ship with this one, then I take it.
Preferably not.
Aye, all right.
Can we say anything more?
we can go back and forth, can't we? With the sending stone? Isn't it
Yeah,
just...
I think. It's just
Yeah,
a
and each of
walkie-talkie,
these.
right?
Yeah, and each of these naval turns is technically like 30 seconds to a minute. So.
Okay. Is it armed? Are there cannons?
Well, looks to the destruction of the ship. Are there cannons, Ruben?
Is there anything there?
You probably would have to check. I mean, the cannons are still intact. It's just that a large amount of the gunpowder was destroyed from Freya's explosion. You don't know. You don't know yet if the cannons are loaded. But if they are loaded, any gunpowder that's already stuffed in them would not have been affected necessarily by the explosion.
I'll have to get back to you on that one.
Okay, it might need to. I look at the ship on the horizon. It might need to be sooner rather than later.
Aye.
I assume that's something I'll have to do on my turn.
Or Freya, who's on the ship with you.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I was gonna
She's just sitting there
delegate to her,
twiddling
but
thumbs.
I assume it's still a turn-based
Yes.
thing we're going through. Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
If I can move it, then I will just move. I guess over to, out of his way of fire.
If you'd like, go for it.
I don't have control of it.
Oh no.
Oh. Here we go. Cool.
Perfect. Thank you.
Now, I did also give you all the option last time at the start of your turn as a ship. Do you want anyone's initiative order to be changed?
Oh, Freya, do
Yeah,
you want to
but-
go first, or does McCleary?
Tell me what you need me to do and I'll do it.
What is the order? It's the same as before.
Yeah, it's the same as before, but y'all have the choice one time at the start of initiative to decide if you want to switch anyone around.
Also, I apologize. My cat is in my lap and she is a purr machine. So if you hear her,
I can hear she's loving the game. I love it. It's a fan.
she is giving. Wait, I'm giving her pets and she is giving me rumbles.
Excellent. Initiative order. Are we going to move anyone around or keep
Yeah,
what we
can we?
have?
I'm first, correct? Can we put Freya
Yes.
second?
And
Absolutely.
then I can go.
Yeah, and then Harlow third, or
Cool.
yeah.
Sounds good.
Like
with me.
since we're on the same ship, our initiative
Yeah.
should maybe be.
Yep.
Similar, yeah.
All right. Harlow, what is your action?
Uh,
I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep doing this. McCleary is first.
McCleary,
Let me
yeah.
Freya.
You guys changed the order. Fuck. We literally
I'll-
just did that.
I just say to Freya,
Freya, check the cannons, see if they're loaded, and if they're not damaged, will ya?
Well, here's the thing. I don't think they're damaged, but I'm pretty sure I used all the cannon fodder, like all the gunpowder, to blow up the ship.
Well, maybe we can scrounge something. Why don't you check in like 6 seconds, say?
Okay. I mean, is there any and I'll run down. Is there any Is there any left, Ruben?
Make a investigation check. Because this is not a normal round, it's technically 30
12.
seconds to 60 seconds. You wouldn't be able to do this and something else, but
Yeah.
you can in this context. And you don't have to be a expert on cannons to know that these cannons are loaded. There are multiple cannons. I believe probably 3 on each side. They are each ready to rumble.
Okay, I'm gonna run back up like they're loaded and they're ready to go.
All right, stand by. We'll fire him off.
Okay.
Now we get to Harlow.
Okay. Can I get the ship view?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I guess I use my. I mean, my action and the ship's actions are becoming one. I shout to McCleary to line up the broadside cannons and, like, go against the wind. That's my order.
Cool.
On my turn, and I have a bonus action, Shield of Faith. Is that concentration? Is heroism concentration?
I don't think it would
Really?
be.
Heroism is
is
concentration? Fuck that.
It is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shield of Faith is concentration too. That's fucking stupid. Okay. I guess I just have Shield of Faith on now. I use my action to call out to McCleary and give him orders. I think that's it. So there's people, and we have Myrtle, and who else is down below deck?
I think Razim and technically Sunny.
All right. Then in that case, I use my bonus action to scream down to them, prep the cannons. All right.
Oh,
I'm not down that far.
Sunny, you are on the chest in front of the elf.
Yes. I think I'm gonna vibe, but if we're close enough to the big gay ship, I want to cast message at Luvan.
And what message do you send to Buvan?
I say, well, if it isn't Luvan Perona, you didn't get enough of us before? Here for an encore? Bring extra pants, did ya?
This technically isn't, an attack, but I think I need you to roll damage here. I need you to roll. I need you to roll 2d6 for me.
My pride.
I think this is. It's so on point, and it hits at such a. What'd you get? Oh my god. So I think the insult is so powerful. It afflicts Luvan Perona's mind from 150 feet away. He takes spiritual damage in this moment.
Spiritual damage.
And does not reply to the little ship at this point. Takai, you are with Myrtle at the starboard cannon on the right side of the ship. What do you do?
Let's see. Sorry, can I see the
Yep, already
map
have you.
again? Let's see, we are facing
We're within
that way.
range. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna reach over and I'm gonna pull the thing to fire a cannon at Puvan's ship.
Quick question: do we have to be like literally lined up, or can it have like one bit of like?
A little bit is fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Otherwise, it's going to be a little bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
Cool. The captain will roll. You know what? I think it actually makes sense to have the person doing the cannon. So Takai, roll a d20 plus 6, which is your ship's modifier.
Okay, cool.
Come on.
Nice.
13.
Still.
13 does not hit.
Oh, that's to hit. Shit.
Yep.
Cannon, because of the wind and the waves shifting the boat upwards, it just grazes off the side of the vessel. Okay. Next up is Myrtle.
All right. Quick question: how many cannons do we have on this side? Just the one?
You have one currently. That's right.
Okay.
On each side.
Then I'm going to go ahead and start refilling the cannon. Will that take my entire action?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll do that.
Okay.
And that's all. Actually, can you show the other map really fast?
Sure. Next
Sorry.
time I will have this on the same thing.
Fair.
First naval battle. Here we go.
Okay. I'm gonna have. Okay, since Moosh still shares my initiative, and is with Freya and all of them, I'm gonna have him hold his action so that if they are somehow get within 120 feet, that it will use Firebolt.
Okay. Awesome. I think we have Riley connected. Folks at home, there might still be a little bit of fun, so just
ready for the
you
jump
might,
scare.
you might want to lower your volume a little bit. Marini,
Hurricane bitch.
Oh! it popped when he said the word hurricane. Yeah, I'm gonna lower my volume a little bit.
I'm gonna lean away from my mic.
Good idea. Good idea.
Yeah, way back.
Still did it. Wow. I don't know what's going on.
I don't fucking know either.
It's those blue Yetis, man.
I have a blue Yeti.
It's those blue Yetis, man.
the
Mine
same-
had a whistle.
13.
Yeah, they're USB mics are always gonna be a little bit fun.
Try
Anyway,
plugging into a different USB port.
I already
did.
Oh, okay.
Marini, Marini, you have Brandon still technically shackled. He is not unconscious though on the deck of the Limelight.
All right, he's gonna be unconscious. Let's beat him into submission. We're gonna use that great sword.
Okay, roll an attack with advantage because he is still prone. I need to add.
Does that hit?
Does a 26 hit?
Does that hit?
Yes, a 26 does hit.
All right, I have a second attack. Do you want me to roll for that one as well?
It's up to you if you are hitting him 2 times.
Yeah, I'll hit him 2 times. Also, let's
Go
see
for
if I get a 20 on this advantage.
Sure.
Really quick.
Almost.
Oh, no,
But you have
All right.
advantage. You can roll it again. Okay. So,
more. Okay. Well, we'll still hit.
cool. Roll damage on each, and depending on the damage, I will have him make a con save to see whether he is conscious. This is technically not part of the rules, but because your objective here is to knock him out, that's what I will do in this case.
What?
It's not a constitution
And
save,
there's
it's a
this?
consciousness save.
Yeah. And then you know what? Let's do a branding smite as well.
Hell yeah.
Go for it.
A Brandon smite.
A branded smite, exactly.
Branding smite. It's just a straight 2d6. There you go. Well, bam. Which,
What's the total damage?
I don't have my calculator. Let me get my phone calculator.
All good?
I think it was like 11. No. What is this? 11 and 8 and another 8. So that's 13.
What's the total? Sorry?
25?
25.
25? Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Nice.
gonna roll a con. Let me see what his Constitution saving throw is. Weirdly, he has a high Wisdom and Con in Charisma because he's a paladin, but Con is just a +2, and he rolled a 1. So, you tell me, what does this look like narratively as you slash the prone, shackled Imperial captain?
Yeah.
It's a little messy, not gonna lie, it's not pretty. I feel like they've been like sort of rolling around, like struggling with each other. Like Marity's just trying to like keep him down, and then eventually, when he is cut down, she just takes the hilt of her sword, and it's just beating him,
Oh my gosh.
screaming at each other. It's not pretty.
Knocked out. As the music, as the music ends.
Like not even a scream, it's like a screech at this point in his face after he's been knocked out.
Also, someone in the chat had a good question. I think the answer is Maroni has normal human hands, right?
She actually, Siru doodled it. I have it somewhere, but Marini has talons.
Ooh,
They're-
nice.
Shit.
Yeah, I like to think they're retractable.
Kind of like
So
Enid.
Marini does have I'll find the picture.
Excellent. Please, please. Okay. All right. So Brandon is unconscious on the deck of the Limelight.
Fucked Brandon.
This is quite the accomplishment. You'll have you've captured an Imperial battleship. Remember, these are the same ships that attacked you or threatened you at Black Bay in episode 4 with Achilles. Now you have one.
Leverage.
We're at the top of the round now. I will need an initiative roll from Harlow. D20 plus 3.
That one.
I got a 4 plus 3, so in this case, they will go before you. Let me do the weather. That is southward. Ooh, I fucked up the arrow. Here we go. Okay. They go first. Actually, the layer effect clock goes to 4. Beep, 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 beep. And let me see what effect is going to happen.
What happens?
Um,
Layer effect. The storm worsens. We get struck by lightning.
The Kraken.
The Kraken. Terrible.
a freak wave. I need you, Harley, to roll a d4. This will determine which direction you move 6 spaces randomly.
Oh,
6 spaces. Holy shit.
1.
1.
Is it south?
2,
Oh no!
3,
Holy
4.
shit! Holy fuck! We get thrown off the map.
I mean,
The world is flat.
Is that really a bad thing?
McClary's
nonsense.
on the Navy ship, so it's fine.
waving at you guys. Bye.
The golden locket
Bye,
is
McClary.
moving southward. I think so. We're gonna go. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go through one more round of initiative, and I think given the distance here, we'll have to resolve a few things, kind of out of the formal order here. So I'll give each person one more chance to do something before we close out the battle. I think you're just at this point it would be way too difficult for y'all to even get close enough to fire upon them, and for them to get to y'all. You have such a head start. Let's see here. McCleary, what do you do in this situation? I will say you do have the ability to go full sails. You can go the opposite direction of the wind. You just move slower as a result.
And what is the range on the cannons? 150 or something?
For the Imperial ship,
Yeah.
it is 480 feet.
Oh, dude, you could do it.
Damn, yeah.
I don't think we'd sink it, but
No, but
We leave a
fuck
message.
move on. Yeah, I'll angle the starboard side to aim at the golden locket, and I tell Freya, "Hey, why don't you fire a volley at him? You know, for fun."
Aye, aye. And she will do.
Rhea, roll a d8 as you use the Imperial starboard cannon.
Yay, cool.
You want a 14 or higher.
Wait, how many d8s?
You d20 plus 8
Oh, okay.
to hit first.
You're rolling to hit, yeah.
Oh my gosh, are
man.
you serious?
But you have 3 cannons, so roll 2 more times.
Hey!
yeah, let's
true.
go. They have more. This has more cannons than ours.
She's running down the line of it, like
Right.
lighting them each.
Nuts. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Roll one more
Nice.
time for the 3rd cannon.
Come on, you can do it.
Hey,
Nice.
okay.
I need you to roll because this hit 2 times.
Okay.
12 d10.
Oh.
It could do
Fuck
120
'em
damage.
And tell me, actually, as you do 60 points of damage,
Damn.
what are you targeting on their ship hull, the sails, their own cannons?
I am aiming for the base, so that way, like, when the water kind of laps against it, it'll just fill more and more with water.
Against the hull?
So, yeah, against the hull.
Excellent. So I think the image here is Freya is running down the lines. Maybe for added flavor, are you using your own breath to light each of the cannons in the line?
So she takes 2 torches that are unlit at the bottom, used to kind of light each cannon with whatever fire they have, and she holds them both up to her mouth and she goes, and she lights them both at the same time, and with both hands she reaches down to light both at the same time, and she yells, "Fire!"
2 massive Imperial cannons on this Imperial battleship designed for the purpose of war go over 300 feet of water, whistling through the wind, crash into the hull of the Golden Locket, setting a massive explosion of wood splinters everywhere in the gusts of wind and rain. Thunder and lightning crack above you as the Golden Locket, being forced southward, close to Claystone, away from y'all, and now set adrift by just the sheer amount of damage in a single turn. Luvan is hit by the explosion of wood, sent back from the wheel, and is temporarily unable to steer. I think we are actually, at this point, fully out of initiative. I do have just one question. As the storm will begin to ease up into more normal conditions, I'm guessing, McCleary, you will try to bring the battleship towards the limelight to.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. So let me grab everyone's pogs on the other sheet. I hopefully will be able to do this correctly.
Man, we got to go through this entire ship.
Yeah.
Freya's gonna start.
Hold on.
Okay.
1 second. I need to figure out. I fucked up. This is not nude. I for some reason, you know what? I'm just gonna drag y'all here, and I will clean it up as we are. So let me alt this.
Come on now, why is it doing this?
Okay. There we go. You're now back on the ship. Let me get rid of some of the text and nonsense here. You're free to move around as desired. Get rid of this stuff.
So is this our second ship?
Well, this is currently your main ship. The Imperial battleship is
okay.
beside you. Brandon is unconscious. This is the pog for Brandon, Reinmar. I think I have deleted all the excess stuff I caught from the other. Did I get everything? There we go. Cool. While I find some relaxing music, let me set a little bit of the scene. You are now on the open ocean, away from Claystone Island, to the point where you are now in kind of the normal weather conditions of the Grand Line, or at least as normal as they can be. You have the Limelight, which is, kind of an average ship in width, a little bit taller than most initial pirate ships, and a Imperial battleship that is twice as tall, has 3 times as many cannons, kind of moving alongside you. You have on the one hand your pirate logo, and on the other the Imperial logo, still fairly well intact. You have Brandon, captain of the Endeavor, restrained, unconscious. You have the elf, who I don't think I gave you the name of him last session.
Seems like
Celtos. Yes, so I guess I did. He is also being monitored, I guess, by Sunny. I will say that there's probably an hour or two of time of just the opportunity to regroup before any of these folks awake. So let's kind of reset there. You're now able to talk amongst yourselves, relax a little bit. You still have your treasure. What's the plan?
Well, amazed we didn't lose any treasure.
Can I
Just have a man now.
check on? Can I check on Stella, my spectral cat? I want to see if any damage taken to the ship affected her at all.
Where was she staying?
She usually hangs out in either the kitchen or Freya's room.
I think both those places were pretty safe
All
over
right,
the
cool.
course of the battle. I think like most cats, she has simply no care for the trauma or the stress that everyone was in. She is lounging on the table in the kitchen, as if this is just a normal day. She's doing a
Cool.
stretch as you
Love
come
that.
in.
Okay, I go over to Brandon and kind of grab him by his mandibles, and
His teeth?
What?
That is
Everybody's
an
what?
excellent-
The
Oh, his
mandibles.
excellent way.
Sorry, not mandibles.
Oh.
not a
I was
fucking
like,
ant.
That's
Monica,
quite a
you gotta
choice.
Manacles,
You've got
those
to understand,
mandibles.
the way I heard it, it sounded like you grabbed him by the bottom of his jaw, just like...
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
That's why I was like,
Gotcha.
his teeth.
Grab him by his mandibles. Sorry, manacles.
Praying mantis.
He is unconscious right now. Yes.
Yes.
And I drag him to the brig.
Yeah, I think Marinee's she's put a bag over his head. She's like bound his feet together. She's gagged him. Like, we got this
put him-
together, Canis.
Yeah, I put him in the brig, on our ship, obviously. So I don't want him to get out and immediately know how to get around. And I kind of just leave him there for a bit. I look him up and down. Yeah, I look him up and down. Kind of scowl a little bit, and I walk out onto the deck with everybody else.
I think I'm gonna grab our little thief that was on deck and do the same. Just
Not a
I
bad
see.
idea.
Oh, that's my new best
I-
friend, though. We were just vibing.
You're gonna throw a thief in a locked room?
oh shit, you're right.
We need something a little
Right.
more substantial, I think.
It's gonna be, hey Sonny, go watch these two.
Yeah, go
I'm worried
babysit
about-
these criminals.
Go babysit these criminals. We'll be back.
I mean, I'm worried about the paladin breaking up for sure, since we know he's got some
yeah.
strength, right? But
We got more rope. We'll bind
yeah, okay.
thief. Yeah, so Marinee will, she doesn't have manacles anymore, but we got rope. We can make our own.
And I when I get out on the deck, I look at Freya and I say, Freya,
Huh?
make them lunch.
Okay.
You're gonna cook them?
No, we're gonna make them a
She's
meal.
gonna. She is gonna take that literally though. She's gonna take a deep breath and like.
No,
and then,
make
like,
them, make them,
no.
make them food to eat. Don't
Oh.
make them into lunch. That's
Oh.
gross.
Okay. And then she's gonna just skip off to the kitchen and.
Okay,
Captain, that's the second time you've almost had something bad happen because you weren't specific enough.
I'm sorry. I'll try and be more specific in the future. Anyway, did we
So-
lose
Marinee
anything?
snorts because no one respects Canis.
No, he's just like the dad who's like, "Fuck you, dad," and he's like, "What am I gonna do? Like, beat him? No."
Right. If I might offer a suggestion here, lads and
Sure.
lasses. We set 2 folk to guard the prisoners, the rest of us search this Imperial ship, and then we scuttle it. Aye? Or are you hoping to keep it?
Well,
I
keeping
can
it would
check
be
some things for you.
keeping it. I feel would be maybe not smart, but it would be something to throw away. It wouldn't be very important. You know what I mean? So if we get in any
Aye.
sort of future conflicts, we could have a fully armed vessel with 6 more cannons than we have, ready to go at a moment's notice. With you as the captain, might I add. Congratulations on your promotion.
Oh, well, thank you, sir. No complaints from me.
Yeah, me neither. He kind of smiles at McCleary. All right, let's get on here. And I jump up. I don't really dictate who stays behind to watch the prisoners.
I'm
I'll
going to go
babysit.
with,
A lot.
since I know what to look for with Imperial type of documents and stuff like that and have a good eye for searching for that, I'll join him.
Razim can watch the prisoners.
Yeah, there we go.
And little
Put a
Z.
sorcerer
Yeah,
there.
Razim will come with me. It'll be a great
Razim and
bonding
Mirani.
time.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right, I get on the Imperial ship and have a look around on the deck first, and then I go into like captain's quarters and et cetera, et cetera.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Sort of as he's leaving, Takai is just going to kind of go over to McCleary and kind of tug on one of his sleeves and say, later on, and he kind of looks back in the direction of where Brandon was taken prisoner. I think I need to talk to you and Captain about something regarding our Imperial friends.
He raises an eyebrow, and he says, "Oh, all right. We'll search the ship, and then let's have a talk."
All right.
And
Find anything on the deck of the ship?
search
Yeah.
the ship.
On the deck of the ship, I don't think you find anything particularly useful beyond the bodies of the Imperial soldiers who were sniped.
Okay.
I think on their person, you have now, I want to say, probably 6 different set of sizes of Imperial uniforms, naval uniforms.
Oh, those are gonna be handy. Holy crap.
You also find, I think, probably like, let me try to quantify the number, between the raw supplies that the Imperial ship has and just some stuff you can unscrew, probably like 35 wood and sails,
Hey.
Okay.
which will protect
This
you
is just
for...
like extra that the ship doesn't need to like operate, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Further below, in the actual bowels of the ship, beyond the cannons and supplies, food and whatnot, you have now significant new reserve of food as well, probably 25 or 30 of that. In the captain's quarters, or formerly Captain Brandon Reinmar's quarters, you find a variety of parchments, scrolls, instructions from the Imperium. This is all in common. There is no ancient language here. The documents provided have sort of 2 different sets of information. First, the kind of sense of urgency about keeping track of any outward travel from Claystone. It appears that there is some degree of knowledge as to what was hiding in the tomb, or at least suspicion to that effect, and a desire for the Imperium to prevent anything from Claystone, from that tomb, leaving the island intact.
Oh shit.
It is
Anything?
signed
Like anything
anything from the tomb.
from the tomb. Okay.
It is signed Admiral Dendar, Dendar.
Admiral Dendar.
This is the first time you have seen the name of an admiral. You have met lieutenants, you have met captains, you have not met admirals. This came from the very top.
Yeah, we might need that ship.
The second set of information from the scrolls and parchment that you get from just kind of reading through what was Brandon Reimar doing. You see dossiers on the crowns of paradise, Salome, Pan, and Pitch.
Wow, okay. Okay.
This information has these scrolls are a primary utility for the Navy. So it has information on the general set of abilities that these 3 have, what they believe to be their weaknesses, and the ship is currently was or I guess currently is still in the Paradise section, the first half of the Grand Line. These were the strongest, or these are the strongest adversaries in this part of the ocean. So it's good to have an idea of who your enemy is. We can get into that in more detail if you'd like. I think the other aspect you get from the ship itself you will get an additional amount of gold just from their own storage of stuff.
Oh, okay.
An additional 3,014 pieces of gold.
Okay. Someone
Hey,
mark that down.
nice.
And 10 more ocean rubies,
Oh.
which are a special kind of ruby that can operate a weapon that you can buy at a later point in the campaign.
Okay.
I need to do my accounting. How much gold is that? Let me open the spreadsheet.
3,014.
And we got
Okay,
like 30
gotcha.
wood, 20
Yeah, what
20
did you
sails, 20
Yeah.
You
food.
guys can go raid their ship for wood.
Yeah, we got 30 more wood.
That was 3,014.
Correct, of gold, and 10 additional ocean rubies.
Gotcha.
And then lastly, you find on the desk of Captain Brandon Rymar a picture of what appears to be Brandon and someone who appears to be related to him but younger.
I take the picture out
kill
of
him.
the frame and roll it up and put it in my jacket pocket.
Okay.
Question while I'm still there.
Sure.
Since we're seeing like documents for a bunch of other members of the military, can I browse through it and take my time searching to see if any specific names pop up that I would recognize?
Yes. Do you want me to tell you that now?
Yes.
Yes, you do recognize one name. Let me make sure I have this correct. Yes. You recognize the name. It's spelled Zarath. It is another admiral.
Another admiral. Would I know that what his status was before reading this? Has he had a promotion or anything like that of going up the ranks?
I think he's been an admiral for some time.
Okay,
I
fair
think
enough.
you think you're aware of that, yeah.
I'm going to take anything related to that and kind of store it in my pocket.
Cool.
All right, Captain, unless there's anything else that you see,
I'd like to take over or throw all the bodies over the side of the ship. So we're not just gonna let them
Yes.
sit there.
Cool.
And then I want to take all the weapons.
Mm-hmm.
If there's any like armor also on the ship, or and I want to take, if we can, I don't know how we're gonna move it, but there's 6 cannons on the ship.
That's correct.
I want to take 2 of them and put them on our ship.
That will take probably a day of work getting these
Shit.
massive things up.
You know,
Um,
if I could offer a
I don't-
suggestion.
Razim has levitate, doesn't he?
Razime here.
No, but
he
I think he
does.
has,
I think you're right.
which would make it a much easier task if he just levitated the cannons.
That's a spell, right?
Ooh.
It is a spell. Hang on, I'm opening his sheet.
Oh, 3,000.
He does have levitate. Second
Okay.
level spell.
Okay, that will do it for you. You can,
Alright, sweet, sweet.
over the course of the day, levitate the 2 cannons over. You currently have just the one open hole in the side of the ship for a cannon. You could, in theory, take some time to kind of
I bet Myrtle
construct.
could do it.
Yeah, that'll be my
Probably.
passion project.
I mean, we
Okay.
got shot. There's probably some new holes in the side of the ship.
Yeah, and how's the Imperial
We're gonna
ship
make
look?
use of that. Make them
Yeah,
into
does it look
art.
serviceable?
It's serviceable. It's taken probably half damage over the course of this battle.
Okay.
And it is healed, mechanically by the same stuff that heals your ship, which is wood and sail material and all that stuff.
Silly question, but I want to do something to kind of replenish our wood. Can I take a couple of the boats using two more of my spell slots to reduce their size and make it easier to carry over so we can have more wood?
Oh my god, that's genius! Holy crap!
That's funny.
Make him like
The the what again? Sorry.
I'm going to use enlarge reduce to shrink the size of the lifeboats or any kind of larger any mini boats.
Sure.
To take them over to our ship so that we can have more
Okay.
wood
Lifeboats. That makes sense. I thought you were saying you were trying to shrink the battleship, and I was very confused.
No, I think that might take a higher spell slot.
We want to put it in a bottle.
Probably.
In a bottle.
Yeah.
You will between that. I think you will get an additional 25.
Okay,
Oh,
fantastic.
nice. Can you mark that, Riley?
Additional 25 what? It cut out.
Wood.
And remember, we
Okay,
have
hell
6 Imperial uniforms.
Marini, I think you might be new here, but don't worry, I'm very good at providing wood.
Damn it! No.
Just sort of.
I have 69 on my bounty every session. I have to start doing something.
He slays. He does.
Good for you.
Okay. All right, and what was the name of the admiral?
Dendar.
I thought you
D-E-N.
said Dengar.
Admiral Dengar.
Dengar.
I'll
The
post this in
infamous
there.
bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Have we read what the letter says yet?
What letter says?
I read it. Yeah.
Oh, are you gonna tell us what it says?
Yeah, I'll show everybody eventually.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Over the course of the next few days, I kind of deliver the information piece by piece, but I don't name the admiral yet. Just in case.
Okay.
Cool. And I'll try and do that to everyone, just in case anybody knows who it is.
All right.
This sounds like a silly thing for final thing, but are there any secret compartments to the captain's quarter? Like,
Okay, yeah.
like anything like hidden compartments in the drawer or anything that hides really secret documents or anything like that?
Make an investigation check.
All right. Probably a stretch, but 20 plus 4. 18?
You find kind of at the very underneath the desk, there's like a small like drawer section that comes out where he has some of the parchment, some like fresh parchment. You search around and you bring your hand to the very, very back of that, and you feel a small crease in the wood. You know that given your experience with this kind of stuff, this is not a normal construction of a desk like this. It doesn't make any sense. It is a small like pressure plate, and when you press down carefully, it slides open and reveals a small compartment in the desk.
Yo!
Well, Captain. Looks like he had some secrets of his own.
I pull it out and show whatever is in there.
It appears to be a letter. It's very old. It's probably been there for some time. The paper itself is kind of falling apart, but most of the text is visible. It is a letter to Brandon. It is from Adrian Reinmar. Adrian spelled normally. Again, Reinmar is R-E... Jesus, let me find... R-E-I-N-M-A-R.
And that's the same last name as Brandon, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
The
one
letter
last time, what did it
says...
say? Oh, my bad.
The letter from Adrian to Brandon says that members of the Ogden Trust, I'll put that text. The members of the Ogden Trust uncovered a plot by House Aurelian and attempted to foil it, but were ultimately unsuccessful. And one of Adrian's friends was killed by the prince and another prince as a result. And it tells him to be careful around the prince, and tells him that he needs to flee Chime in order to get to safety. And that he will be out on the sea as a result.
Yeah, let's
Okay. So he's running away from something? Or
Adrian is.
his brother, yeah, his brother is running away from something.
Some
And they're
sort of
both out on the
plot.
sea. Both of them were like, oh, fuck, what if we run into his fucking brother?
I mean, we
Then
can
I'll
use this as
have
leverage.
two captains.
Then we'll have 2 Reinmars.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be like our flag means death, where they run into the dude's brother.
Right?
I have
I'm gonna make a nose bar.
I have the first session fan art for Marcus. I'll post this in the.
Oh,
Oh.
Let me grab this again. I can...
Is it Louvain shitting himself?
No, it's better.
Oh, it me.
Ooh.
Let's go, Brandon.
Oh.
Thank you, Marcus.
That's
Very
amazing.
I'm
good.
saving this to my phone. I'm gonna print it out. The little face.
Like, oh.
Oh no.
No.
No uppies, no uppies.
Nathaniel, would you mind
Yes.
posting that?
Yeah, I just did. I'll
That's
show you.
all Marity's gonna do now. Just uppies for everyone. Just.
You know, I never thought I would ever want to hear the phrase "Let's go, Brandon," but excellent. This was such a mistake to name this character as it is.
Dude, but you know what? I can read this letter out loud to him like a fucking asshole.
You
Yeah,
could.
we should actually. You know what we should do? We should cast Zone of Truth. Take out the picture of his little brother. Start making
It doesn't.
threats.
But the thing about Zone of Truth is it doesn't compel them to answer.
To speak, yeah.
It just
Oh,
makes
shit.
them.
They just can't
Well,
lie.
Yeah.
You know what? I have a sword that's on fire. That might be compelling.
I could also command them to talk,
We-
but they're a paladin,
Also-
so I would imagine they have a high wisdom.
we
You know
also
what
can
I
just
am?
torture.
Trouble.
Yeah.
Just leave me in a room with them.
Trouble.
Let the rat
Trouble.
in there and let the rat
Wait.
do the work.
You're gonna torture them after you yourself were tortured?
I'm not torturing.
Can't be in join them.
What then what?
No.
If
I
they
got-
think that me talking at them is torture, then that's on them.
Send Sonny in, and
Make
Sonny
the
tells
kid
them how good a
stop.
torturer I am.
We're gonna lock Sunny in the jail, not with them in the jail cell, but like supervise and have him just play the same song on repeat.
I'm gonna play the Achilles diss track for 10 minutes on loop.
And then throw in like one diss track on the twins just to like shake it up a little, give them hope, and then go back to Achilles diss
He's
track.
gonna play D&D CBAT.
D&D bat.
D&D bat.
So I would like to address the crew, I guess, after we've sort of searched
yeah.
the ship, and now we're all back on our own ship. And I say, so,
What's our plan? Do we want to go back into Claystone and maybe take a breather, get supplies, and then
Yes.
follow the
My worry is
what the
people
hell's it
might
called?
know
Log
this
post.
ship. Log post, yeah. My worry is people might know the ship, and
You mean Imperials?
yeah, unsavory people. That
I mean, what if we park it around the peninsula, around the side, like where we went into that one place?
I think we need to find a new island and regroup.
Probably a smarter idea.
Well, if we have enough supplies for it, it's fine with me.
I feel like we might.
To add to this, I need to do this before y'all get too far in this conversation. Hold on one second. As you're in the middle of conversing amongst yourselves,
Oh boy.
give me actually 1 second to prepare this on my phone.
Oh, no.
We just got a cool ship. Let us use it.
Come
We didn't
on,
get
I
to
just
interrogate
captured a
Brandon
dude.
yet.
It's
Hold, y'all gotta relax here for a second. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, I think this is correct. Okay. A beautiful bird, like an eagle that has blue purple wings. You see it on the horizon, and it slowly moves towards the crow's nest. It arrives there, sees y'all talking, and then swoops down and lands on McCleary's shoulder. And around its neck, it has a little necklace with a small red gem that's glowing. And as you turn to look at this creature and this necklace, you hear a message coming out of the gem from Salome. Now I'm going to post the text of this in the chat because I'll just preview. I had the actual Salome player who played the original Salome in the other campaign do the message. He has a slight German accent, or maybe considerable German accent, so you might need to read along. And also, I'm playing this over the microphone here. So, all right, let me.
Hello, mates. As you know, this is Salome, Crown of Paradise, strongest fire sorcerer in the whole world, and owner of the cutest little parrot on the Grand Line. I want you to know the ambassadors in this regard. Diplomatic exploits as of late have been incredible to watch, but unfortunately, Her Majesty is still impossible to watch. You know how royal they can be. Anyway, calling out a message from Pan. He says he wants to meet at Crown Keep Island. Never been there, but I heard they have some really big sheep. Think I might very good some for my crew. But he said he's looking forward to receiving his treasure. I hope you're donating it to charity, honestly. But either way, I'm continuing my adventure in the meantime. Let's fight together again, and sorry about your friend. Bye.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Aw.
That's so cute.
That's super cute.
I love that.
Oh my god! Now I have a voice in my head when Salome speaks.
Hey.
Well,
Oh no, little German boy.
Yeah, Salome's a little German boy. Anyway,
Crown Crest Island. That wasn't the
Crown
name.
Crown Keep.
Crown Keep.
Crown Keep. I do I know this place?
Make a history check.
Let's see. Okay.
Nice.
20. Yes, you, and I think probably McCleary and Myrtle, given your history on the Grand Line, have at least heard of it. Crown Keep is relatively in the area. It might be a challenge to find it without a log pose connection. You would speculate it would take you, give or take, about a week of travel on the sea to get there.
Can I to the bird? I just say
Thank you, Salome. Can you let Pan know that we'll meet him there? I don't know if this bird can, if the necklace works two ways or what. But...
I can help with that.
I tap the stone and I imbue it with that thing that lets me put sound effects on it remotely.
Okay.
What's the fart sound?
The sound effect, the Foley spell?
Infuse item.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. Great. The bird leaves the ship, goes over the horizon in probably the eastward direction. So to kind of just give you a quick recap of your options here, because there's quite a few things in terms of next steps. You have the main log pose that is still pointing up. You have the log pose that has the symbol of the weird fruit that you found in the middle of it. That's pointing to a different location. You now have Crown Keep Island and Pan and the whole delivering on your treasure promise. And I imagine that you as individual characters also have other things that y'all want to do. And you have Brandon and Celtos, the elf, on your ship. So now you have all those options. Continue talking.
Right. So, order of business. If I may speak for everyone, correct me if I'm stepping on your toes. Captain, I think you and myself and Takai need to talk, and then we should probably interrogate the prisoner and then figure out what we want to do next.
That sounds right. We need to figure out why they're here, why they're after us, and who the hell Dendar is.
Well,
What did you say?
Admiral Dendar. What, does that mean something to you?
No. No, it,
you wouldn't lie to us, would you, Freya?
No.
Inside check.
Yeah, I don't trust like
I
that.
got zone of truth.
Wait.
Holy shit.
Can we just jump?
Okay,
Corner
so
Freya.
one thing at a time. Well, I guess if you're casting a spell, Well, actually, first,
Yeah, let's inside it.
Sunny, make an insight check,
Oh.
and Freya, without rolling it on the page, people can see. Roll either a deception or a persuasion check, and let me know on the side what that roll is.
Oh shit, I don't know how to do that. Hold on.
Depending on whether you are being deceitful or whether you are telling the truth.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Sure. Sunny rolled an 8 though, so you don't have a super high thing to
Yeah.
beat.
You should be good. What's your wisdom? Or charisma? What's your charisma?
Give me
rather?
1 second.
I imagine Freya's charisma is particularly high,
Yeah,
to be
she's got
fair.
+5 strength, so.
If I remember Freya has a decent charisma.
1 second.
I'm gonna write in my notebook what I actually think, and not what Sunny thinks.
Sweet.
A lot of typing for a roll, Freya. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. So, Sunny, as you kind of narrow your eyebrows at Freya in this moment, as far as you can tell, it sounds like just a misunderstanding.
Right, well I already thought Freya was rude, so this is nothing new. It's par for the course, really.
Jeez.
I'm gonna go hang out with the prisoners now. Goodbye.
Damn.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go with Sunny. I'm like, can't let the child just hang out with the prisoners.
I slowly walk up to Freya, and I squint, and I say, hold on. I say, what do you know?
I don't know anything.
What do you know? Are you sure?
I don't.
Talk.
No.
You're not sure. Do you want to tell us?
I do, but I'm afraid.
What are you afraid of?
Everything.
What does that mean?
The Kai kind of scoffs at her saying that.
Is this something that could put our lives in danger? Because if it is...
I don't know.
Well, then what could be so bad about it? What are you gonna tell us this is like your brother or something? What would that matter? He's not on the ship.
Fuck, I don't want to do this. Harlow reaches for his gun and says, if you don't tell us, I might have to do something drastic, Freya.
Let's fucking go!
And she's just gonna kind of like spill it out like word vomit. He's my father, okay?
Holy shit.
I didn't want to say anything because I thought it might make you all not trust me, and he doesn't know I'm here, and he's really not a good person, and I thought maybe coming here I'd be able to get away from him, but I...
Hold on, Freya. Is he a dragon?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Wait a minute, your father is a dragon?
Great.
And an
Great.
admiral? And you're a pirate?
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing with your life, lass?
It's a lot better than back home.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is he work for the Empire?
I don't really know the details. I just know he does a lot of Imperial stuff, and
He might have contracted out the Empire if he didn't do it himself.
You ever familiar with that sort of thing in your experience, Harlow?
Yeah, would I know anything about, I guess, privateers being hired by the Empire, or vice versa?
I mean, in what sense exactly? Like,
Just like this captain is this the chain of command in the Empire that goes all the way up to him?
So yeah. So the Navy is a very hierarchical,
Yeah.
Organization.
list.
Yes. The admirals are at the top. There are 3 of them. You're aware of that. I think even Locky and told y'all when y'all first came into the Grand Line. It is not unheard of for an admiral to give a captain a direct order of any sort.
Does the letter mention direct orders or anything like that?
Yes, the order to ensure that nothing from the tomb leaves Claystone is an order from the admiral.
Okay. Okay. And I look at Freya again. I say, if you're lying about this.
I'm not lying. I didn't want to say anything, but I promise I'm not lying.
He gets down on one knee and says, thank you for telling us.
You're not gonna make me leave, are you?
No, I'm not going to make you leave. We're not going to make you leave. We just got to figure out what we got to do now. And guess what?
What?
I'm going to leave that for the adults.
Okay. Thank you for letting me stay.
Right. Well, you're a part of the crew, aren't you?
You've
Or aren't
helped.
you?
I know I mess up, but I really do like being here.
Well, I guess that's all we can ask.
You know, we have a lot we need to, consider. Least of all your father and your position in this ship.
He's right. That's another problem for another day.
I would tell you everything I know, but I really don't know much. He really didn't talk about work. I just know he was... I just know he's in charge of a lot of stuff and in a charge of a lot of people.
Yeah, would I know what powers an admiral has? Above a captain? What's he able to do, the extent of his reach?
I mean, I don't think you've personally interacted or would have any sort of...
But I would know the hierarchy of the Navy, right? I would know what
Yes,
they
because
can
of
do.
your infiltration. I mean, the admirals report directly to the throne. That's how high up they are. There are only 3 at any given time. They each have more or less unlimited authority on the battlefield, which, for the purposes of the Imperium, is everywhere outside of capital. You've seen Achilles and the power of a captain. They are several rungs above that, and again, they're at the very top.
Quick question. What was the name of her dad? It wasn't Zareth, was it?
Dendar.
It was Dendar.
Okay.
The dude that ordered Brandon
Okay.
here.
So, I have a question for you then, Freya. Your life, you were around this sort of thing? Your father is an admiral and you spent time on ships or what?
A little.
Jesus.
I mean,
What?
Trigger fire was still up, but
Oh.
Oh no.
I mostly just stayed at home with my mother, but I've been on ships before. I've taken tours and stuff, but I've never been out to sea with him or anyone else. Honestly, Dad was kind of secretive about the whole thing. What we didn't know, we didn't need to know.
Okay.
What would your dad want on the island? Would your dad want nothing to leave that island?
I really don't know. Like I said, I really don't know anything about what he did. I just know he's in charge of a lot of people and a lot of things, and he can be really scary.
Okay, well.
I'm sorry. I wish I could be of more help.
It's okay. You're good.
Well, I have a personal question for you then, Freya.
Huh?
You're okay with killing these men that are associates of your father?
Yeah.
You don't even know them? They might have a family and kids. Doesn't matter.
If they're anything like my dad, it might be best.
Condemned to die.
Okay.
Look, like I said, I know I'm not the smartest and I don't know a whole lot about what my dad does, but I do know that the Empire and the Imperials, they're not good people. I know
I'd agree
pirates
with
are
you
no
there.
better, but
I would, yeah.
it's...
You know, if I can just say this to all of you, now that we're here.
Yeah.
One side or the other is a matter of perspective. And it always will be. They're bad to you, someone that you are, you're bad to them, and it goes on and on and on. You kill someone because you're mad at them or whatever, and you think it's okay, and you try to justify it. And you know what? You don't have to. Just accept it, and it's fine. If you're willing to kill those men, I don't care, good. Because we need killers on this ship, quite frankly, and well, that's the way I feel about it.
I'm not much of a killer. But I know
I
what
have
it
fired
means
3
to...
cannons without hesitation at a ship full of men.
That was
I don't
fun,
think they
though.
were going there to bake cakes.
I don't like killing, but I like protecting people. And I know I've taken lots of risks, and I acknowledge that, and I'm trying to be better, I promise. But ultimately, I just want to make sure everyone's safe, even people I don't know.
Well, okay. If that's how you feel. As Harlow said, I don't think we're kicking you off the ship. Unless we find out you're a spy, but then we'll
No.
probably feed you to sharks, so...
I'm not, and you can cast truth or whatever. I don't know much about magic, but I wouldn't lie about that.
I won't ever threaten you again with magic if you promise to tell us the truth from here
I
on out.
promise.
Okay, all right.
A final note, Freya. I know it's not easy talking about things like that, and it takes a little bit of courage. So, if anything, I'm kind of proud of you.
And Moosh kind of curls up into your lap, and he starts, the amber-like glass around his body kind of glows a little bit more warmly, and Moosh is going to cast Heroism to kind of calm you down and get your spirits back up.
Well, she's gonna take a deep breath and kind of bury her face in Moosh's back and just... She's gonna start smiling a little more and just feeling a wave of calm just rush over her, and her shoulders relax and her wings kind of flatten against her back, and she nods and she says thank you.
Anyway, I don't want this to drag on any longer.
Myrtle walked the plank.
How about we talk about the more urgent, serious matters
Aye.
as far as Brandon's concerned?
Takai, you mentioned something about that?
Yeah, actually. Sunny already fucked off, right?
Yeah, Sunny and I are down, like, guarding the person.
Yeah, I
think
went
what's
to go
Yeah.
keep them
So-
company. I'm harassing them.
You're
Okay,
right. What's
okay.
actually happening is that we're singing the same song over, like, Marion is like, and the years stop coming in, they don't stop coming in.
They don't stop coming in.
We're having a bonding moment.
So he...
Let me see what spells Brandon has here. There's a.
Fuck! No,
I
no,
feel like Marini is singing and Sunny is more like,
Sunny's, please,
oh, so
please.
you don't have any friends. You don't, oh, you're all alone. I'm so sorry.
Protection
It really
from good and
sucks
evil.
for you.
As she casts the
Don't
song.
stop coming, Brandon.
Okay, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, Takai.
Yeah, Takai have.
Okay, it's gonna be interesting having this conversation without Sunny around. He is gonna turn to McCleary and Harlow, and he's gonna say, "So the thing is, I think sometime before we went to go find those fruits, Achilles kind of showed up in one of my dreams."
Okay, so
All right.
Well, the thing is, Sunny was there too.
in your dreams.
Yeah.
So you're probably hitting the grog too hard before you're going to bed, then, eh?
No, it's. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go get Sunny.
Okay.
He's gonna run down.
Walk into us just taunted at
You're gonna walk into that Brooklyn Nine-Nine gif that I posted earlier.
Sunny, I need you to. They think I'm crazy up there.
Oh, we were
Aren't
just
you?
having fun.
He's just gonna grab him and drag him back up to the deck.
Well, okay, I'm coming.
Oh.
All right, Sunny, tell them about that dream we had.
The dream, the one weird one where you were hitting on Achilles, and then you were confused why I was there.
The part after that.
Oh, yeah, the threats.
Yeah, so it was weird. Achilles like pulled me and Sunny into like the same dream, right? You were having that dream too?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a little more interesting. Go on.
And well, he kind of, well, threatened us in general, but like Sunny in specific.
Like I'm gonna kill you and you're all gonna die type of thing, or what do you mean?
More like he said he was gonna go after his family.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
but I told my mom she should go on vacation, and she said that they were gonna go, so they should be fine, right?
Well, I'm just saying, like, if he
Where's
can, like,
he?
if he can get into our dreams, like, what else can he do? Like, is, you know, that guy we're fucking with downstairs, is he just here for the fruit, or, like, did Achilles also send him?
Well, if this Admiral Dendar revelation is any indication, he came on the Admiral's orders. But he could very well have ties to Achilles, and...
Or it could have come from the Emperor.
Right. I guess we won't know until we question him.
Which, if the goon squad is done in there, I'd like to get to work.
I mean, Doom Squad got done because.
Not Doom
Takai
Squad,
got-
Goon Squad.
Goon Squad. Yeah. Is that what? Oh, I thought I did say that.
It sounded like you said Doom Squad.
No, Goon Squad. No, now it's just Marini chilling there, just watching.
Sonny, your family is in the Empire?
I need to look at a map. Yes?
Don't you have to do this every single time someone asks you about your family?
Don't you know where you're from, lad?
No, this is me, the player. I don't remember if that's the Empire. I think it is.
Let me,
Capital is the Empire?
capital. What do you think capital? I'm just curious.
I don't know how many countries there are.
It's the capital of
Yes.
Empire.
You
It's
bet
in the
ya.
name. It's in the name. I made it as easy as I possibly
There's
could.
literally not even an E in capital. Anyway, yes.
I don't know what that has to do with anything, but
You
okay.
said it's in the name. Empire's not in.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna die now. Okay. Go ahead.
Well, let's hope that Achilles was just threatening you then, eh?
I mean, he can make all the threats he wants. He's not gonna do anything, right? Do I need to message my mom again?
You know, they're probably fine. They probably took that vacation, and I'm sure they just had a little talk.
With Achilles?
Aye. You want the truth, lad, or you want the truth?
I never know if you're telling the truth with me, McCleary. You got
I'm offering
shifty
you a
eyes.
choice. The lesser of two evils.
I mean, I have a way to check. I don't need you to lie to me.
All right, then you should probably check because there's a good chance they're dead, lad.
I said you didn't have to lie. You could have made it not as you. I'm gonna cast sending.
McClippy's just like, I mean, not gonna say it.
Yeah,
but
you
I
should probably
would.
check. Your mom's dead, kid. I'm gonna cast sending
Okay.
to my mom. Hey, mom, how's your vacation going? Really hope you went, cause things are weird here. Anyway,
Things are weird here.
It's so weird here.
hope you're getting a tan. I haven't actually been counting how many words.
You're getting close though.
Don't forget, you can reply.
How many words is a message?
25.
25. Hi, sweetie. We're doing all right. There have been some weird things going on. Some folks from the police were asking about why you do crime.
And it's cut off.
Yeah, fuck it. I've got one more spell slot. I'll send it again. Okay, sending it again. Mom, it's not crime. We're on a boat. The ocean has no laws. A weird old man told me that. Did you go on vacation?
Got 2 more words.
No, that was 25.
Oh.
I love how that's the strategy you're using with your parents.
Just go on vacation and everything will be fine.
I was like, just if you they know where I live, if you just don't, or if you're just not in the house, they're not gonna find
Mom,
you.
don't answer the door.
Mom, don't answer the phone. Put that down.
Jesus. Okay. 25 words.
Go.
Honey, I'm not a lawyer, but I don't think it works that way. They said they want to know where you are. Otherwise they're gonna put us in.
Is that where it stops?
Yeah.
I look at McClear. I go, "Fuck you, she's not dead," and I go back below deck.
You do what?
I go back below deck.
He just.
So I point at McCleary. I go, "Fuck you, she's not dead," and then I go back below deck.
Let's come see your new mom when they do kill her.
Well, thank the gods for small blessings, then, eh? Anywho, should we start this interrogation?
Yeah. I eat a piece of fruit or something, and I walk in.
Yeah, onion.
I need an apple first.
An onion, yeah, and I walk into the brig.
I would like to accompany him.
I will as
Sure.
well.
I'm staying.
Are both the prisoners in the same room, or did you split them up?
I'd like to
I mean,
think they're split.
The brig is a room, I would imagine, right?
Well, yeah, but I didn't know if like.
Cages.
2 cages, yeah, but yeah, they're not in the same cell.
We can't have them conspiring and helping
Yes,
each other.
yes. But yeah, we arrive in the brig, and I look at the captain and I start to read the letter out loud.
Which letter?
The letter he got from the admiral.
Okay.
I finished
Have
the
y'all
letter.
removed the gag from?
Yeah, I think Marini went in and was just.
Oh right, there's a
removed the
gag. Okay.
Keeping him.
Hey, y'all
blindfolded.
totally tied him up and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Keeping him blindfolded though. Keep that bag on his head.
I finished the letter. Does he have any reaction?
He is looking at the gaze he's been giving anyone who enters the room has been unmitigated anger and frustration. As you come in and read the letter about, I'm assuming this is the letter about the treasure and
job,
leaving.
yeah.
He says, well, I suppose it should not be a surprise that you've stolen more things.
Stolen? What do you mean?
Going on to someone else's ship, taking their stuff.
Well, it's ours now. It's not yours anymore.
Were you not gonna do the same to us, lad?
I don't think you understand. Everything is owned by the Imperium.
Ew, you're annoying.
No, I understand. I think you're just wrong. You don't own me.
He just looks at you.
I take the picture out of my lapel and I show it to them. Show it to him. Who's this? Anytime. Who
Really?
is this? Yes, really.
Okay.
It's my brother.
Okay. I lean over to McCleary and I whisper and I say, first question, he's telling the truth. That's a very good sign.
Let me just tell you something here, Brandon. Now, we don't like you, and you don't like us, but we're not gonna kill you. In fact, we'll do you a favor. Look, we already know a lot. You just answer our questions. You tell us what we want to know, and we'll drop you off at Claystone Island. We'll even give you a pair of common clothes, so you aren't harassed by the locals when they see a Empire thug come wandering on, shipless and crewless. Well, that sounds like a good deal, doesn't it?
It does.
So you answer our questions honestly, aye?
Aye.
All right. Well then, Captain. You have any questions?
Do you know why the Admiral didn't want to take anything out of the tomb?
There's something inside of it that he wants.
We
I
found
think you
it.
have it.
Yeah. A lot of people want this. How much is it worth to him?
Plenty.
Okay. Where'd you guys come from?
In what sense?
Direction-wise, where's your port of call? We need to know how far away you've... Never mind. Just tell me.
The red line, of course.
Okay.
You have a
Any
log
more of you?
post, Brandon.
Yeah, good question.
We don't navigate with those.
Then what were you navigating with? I didn't see any instrument on that ship of yours.
We have special objects.
Such as?
Our ships are able to pass through the calm belt at any point in the Grand Line. We don't need to travel through Reverse Mountain.
Why?
That's
How?
Awfully handy.
If I piloted it right now, I could go through the line.
You could go through the calm belt, that's correct.
Holy shit.
This is magic?
Special engineering.
Are there any
Well.
more of you?
There's many more of me.
Near us?
We're everywhere.
Oh, great.
If I gave you a map... Well, shit. Never mind. Well, wait a minute. You're navigating these waters without a log post. That means you have some means of communicating with one another via a map-like system that doesn't use a log post, correct?
That's right.
And what would that be?
He smiles.
You know, I
like
could just
that.
feed you to the sharks.
you could just drop her
Captain
outside.
McLaren, do you mind if I have a quick word with him?
You mean alone?
No, not necessarily.
Yeah, step up, bud.
Myrtle is going to enter the cell room and get a little bit closer, and I would like to cast a spell as well. With my last spell slot, I would like to cast Enlarge Reduce.
Okay. This
What?
what's this?
Trick your dick.
I have a couple of questions. I'm going to cast Enlarge on myself, and I'm going to, with the crystallized larger form that's encasing him, I'm going to pin him down into the zone of truth.
Oh my god.
And I'm going to say,
All right, you Wayne-Wilt son of a blobfish. My colleagues have been very patient and kind up until now. I have one question for you. Your life's dangling on the edge of a plank right now, and I don't care about them. I am looking for one thing. One excuse not to crush you in a tome of broken glass. You see, recently I've been having a bit of an anger issue lately that I've been working through, and maybe you can help me with that. I'm sure you will in one way or another. So, my question for you, where is Zareth?
You could have just asked. He's in Aurelia.
Just Harlow looks at Myrtle like surprised. And he says, "It's just a display of force." Yeah.
I mean, maybe he's more loosened up. Any other questions on your mind?
And Myrtle seems like, with an Imperial, an actual one, especially one of higher rank, he doesn't seem to be as kind as he once
Yeah, no
was.
shit.
I think Marity's gonna like look at Myrtle and go, "Hey, Myrtle, looking good."
Thank you.
And I go up to Brandon and I say, every single one of these people has a reason to utterly despise you in one way or another. You have no friends here, except Butterfingers in the corner. And I don't know what.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who this is. I point
No.
to the dude in the thief in the corner. Not at all.
No, he's not from my ship.
Oh, you really are friendless.
I have friends back in Reza.
You also have a brother, which is one reason you probably don't want to die.
Do you find yourself typically making such threats to innocent people?
Yes.
Actually,
You and your crew murdered members of my crew, did not give them the opportunity to surrender, shot them through the head, completely unnecessary violence, and you look at me and say that I'm the one in the wrong here. You were given a chance to turn over what we asked, and instead, not only did you say no, you killed everyone on board my ship.
Well, sometimes you have to cut out the rot.
Oh, God damn
I think we just have a disagreement about what the rot is.
You and your kind.
My kind? I protect people back home. The city of Reza, my family, our house. You simply dispose of any care about other people because you don't recognize their context. It's incredibly selfish.
Hey,
Selfish.
Brandon. You know, I was doing the same too with my people. And your kind did exactly what you just explained to me. So, just a little eye for an eye.
have you ever seen a Cetarian?
I have. In the sky. Can't say I've seen one up close.
Well, now you know the look of the people you're oppressing.
Oppressing. I really don't understand what you mean.
Oh, I think you do.
Our
Brandon.
whales that you slaughter, that we fucking live on.
There's plenty of whales. I don't know what you're talking about. There's plenty of animals that allow us
I'm gonna
to.
slap him.
Okay.
I'm just gonna cut him off. I'm gonna claw him in the face.
Oh, okay. Make an attack roll.
Yeah, let me see what my talons have. Let's scar
just,
him a little.
just so you guys know, I've literally just asked him questions. That's it.
Yeah.
I haven't engaged in any physical, nail pulling, magical.
What
Okay, I mean, you guys go
beautiful-
ahead.
What a beautiful interrogation music.
But I have this as ammo against you in the next 20 minutes.
Hold on. Let me find a little more fitting.
Hot meat kettle.
Yeah.
Tension.
No one can say
fantasy
anything bad
music.
about Harlow again.
I mean, I can. I've not killed anybody but Monty, and that was not my choice.
Was that your fault?
I'm also not here. I went to fuck off somewhere else.
Yeah, don't witness this, Sonny.
I think this fits a little bit better, so let me play this instead of the very pretty music that was going earlier. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I got a 10 on that. Hey, he's
On the
restrained.
slap?
Do I get advantage?
To hit?
You do get advantage on the slap.
Okay, let's try a slap again.
Damn.
22.
22 slaps.
Nice.
The slap slaps.
It slaps.
Cool. Leaves a red mark with a small little bits of pricks of where the nails broke the skin.
Like my talon off where there's blood.
Yep.
All right, Marini, let's calm down. He's a prick, but you don't need to rough him up yet.
He's an Imperial.
Aye.
Exactly.
But he has agreed to answer questions. And we're gonna hold him to that. Now, I would like to know this system of navigation that you are using and how it works.
I'm sure you would like to know.
I would love to know, Brandon. And I don't think you realize how much this means to me and what I'd be willing to do to you to get this information.
And I'd help.
Let me see here. Hold on a second. Okay. He says, that's something I, unfortunately cannot divulge.
And you're willing to die for it?
Are you willing to kill for it?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Take out the fire sword.
And you know, let me tell you something, Brandon. I don't think you know me very well. And let me just tell you how I operate. See, I got a picture of your brother. And I'll find him. And I'll kill him. And I know your last name. And you told me where you're from. So when I get the grand treasure at the end of the line, and I sail your Empire ship across the red line, and I come back into the Empire, I think I'll knock on your door, your family. Sit down with your mother and father, and I'll kill them too. Now, it won't mean much to you because you're dead by this point, but at least you'll know before you die that there will be quite a bit of suffering in the future of those you love. Quite a bit of suffering, lad.
Give me 1 second here. I need to figure out something.
I have first level spells left, but they're pretty bad. Oh, no, they're good. They're good. I have command. Three uses of command. 1 use of Zone of Truth. Cast slow on him again, I guess.
Let's see here.
Suspense.
He casts Zone of Truth on you.
On me?
Oh shit!
Oh, shit.
Do I know this
Let me
happened?
see if I have anything to negate that.
Are
No,
you
wait,
gonna
wait,
make
wait.
it? Are you going? He has to speak it. It's verbal, so you would know that he's attempting to make a spell.
Go
Since
ahead, Brandon. Cast your Zone of Truth.
Cast Zone of Truth. Do you want to make a charisma save, or will you
Nope.
willingly fail it?
I'll willingly fail.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Aye.
Okay.
You would really be willing to kill an old man? Innocent individuals back in Reza?
Yes.
Because I'm gonna give you one answer.
Absolutely. You see, I told you, lad, you don't know who I am. And you don't want to know.
Make, as far as your abilities, make a persuasion or a deception check, your choice.
I will do persuasion. Because that is a plus 10. 17.
17.
Ooh.
Brandon takes a moment. It is not the right thing to do to betray one's oath because of a difficult situation.
I understand. And you know, Brandon, who's gonna know? When you leave this ship, you can tell whatever story you like.
For individuals who have no virtue and no honor, I suppose that's the case. But I would know. That's what it means to be loyal, to care for others, to have honor.
Well, if that makes you sleep better, and you lose sleep over this, I hope you can find it again. Now, the map system. How does it work?
I take out my flintlock pistol and I point it at him.
I increase pressure on his body to pin him down even further, just to give advantage to anyone that needs it.
One second.
I cast, okay, all right. In that case, I cast guidance on McCleary.
Ooh, okay.
See, this is the sort of stuff that, like, it's very difficult to plan for. I'll just be honest.
Right. Yeah. If you need to come up with it later or something, that's
no,
fine.
hold on. No, we're good. We're good. He's going to cast Sanctuary on himself. So if you were to attack, you will need to make a Wisdom saving throw. Meanwhile, the elf in the other cell is like sweating bullets and like squirming. Like
You're next, buddy.
He's scared shitless. Brandon, I should note, he has been fairly still, fairly unperturbed by the whole thing. He's being held down. There's a gun to him. All these people are around him. He's holding up pretty well under those conditions. Elf Celtos boy, not looking so good in the other cell.
Yeah, he's just watching all this shit happen.
Yeah. No. I have an oath to justice, to the right thing. I cannot tell you. If you want to confirm my suspicions about you, you sign your own death warrant that way.
I already have a death warrant signed, Letty. You think that makes any difference at all to me?
You go right to the top of the list.
Then that's where you'll find me. I have no more questions. Just let me know when you're ready to kill the bastard.
I think I have one. Unless you have any more as well.
Not that I can think of immediately. Let's see.
Sorry.
I really do want that fucking information though. Well, I guess if are we gonna kill him?
I'll do one more thing. I'll do one more thing. Because I do have one small first level spell left for the rest of the day. I'm going to look down on him, pinned to the zone of truth, and I'm going to... How much HP does he have?
That's a good question.
Regardless, I don't care.
Zone of Truth is a 15-foot sphere, so technically he's also in the Zone of Truth.
And he has willingly failed it, I should say.
Okay.
That's fair.
All telling the truth.
So, you said that, what was, Murney, what did he say about your kind? Recall it for me.
Honestly, I don't think he said anything about my kind, Ruben.
I think he said that they were expendable or a resource, but here's the thing. They're rare, they're beautiful.
There aren't plenty of whales left. We are going extinct.
You, though, you're a dime a dozen. No one would bat an eye. I have one more chance to give you. Answer my captain's questions. But before I do, how about I show you just how expendable you really are?
And he's going to press down on him and knock him out unconscious. But as I do that, I'm going to lift up my hand again and cast Healing Cure Wounds to bring him back up to just a little bit back up.
Okay.
Unless you want to experience that one more time, answer my captain's questions.
I've given you plenty that you do not deserve. You said I had to answer some questions and you would let me go freely. I have done so. This is not relevant to anything at this point. So you are welcome to do what you want. I have told you what my oath requires me to do.
I punch him and I knock him out.
Well, he can take more than a punch before he's knocked out. But
I'll punch him too. Let's all
Try and knock him out.
Okay. He's knocked out.
All right, I pick him up, and I walk up to the deck and over to a rowboat.
Okay.
And I start, I put him in the rowboat, and I start lowering it down, and then maybe toss like a bag of rations on it.
Okay.
And that's it.
Oh, yeah.
I want
Just
to
let
take
him
one
go.
of his teeth before we go.
He gets no paddles.
Are we also sending the other guy with him, or are we keeping him?
No, he's next.
No, we got him.
All right.
He's fucking next.
Before-
Stay big, Myrtle.
Okay.
So you're sending him off in a boat.
Yeah, he's off in a skiff with a bag of rations, and
You know, I said I was gonna kill him. And I
Yeah.
wasn't lying.
I think it is more strategically important to keep these elites alive on our terms.
Send
Fine.
a message.
Let the sea have him.
Yeah, if he makes it back, then he's just not our problem anymore. His brother, I can't say for certain, but that doesn't seem like a today problem.
No. No, you're right, and it's probably for the best.
Now let's go see if this elf needs to die.
Before you do, just to break the tension,
Let's cut to the kids. What are they doing?
I have another picture of Freya and Myrtle
Oh, let me see
from their conversation earlier.
Anyways.
From Marcus.
Anyway.
So kind as to share that. Yeah,
That's
thank
fucking
you.
great. I love it. It's so cute.
Oh no, we're supposed to send Brandon with clothes.
So fucking
Yeah,
Can I? Yeah.
what-
This is an amendum I'd like to make, if I can, real quick.
please.
I think that I sort of watched the I want to say that as the ship is leaving, like his sailboat is kind of drifting away from us, and
Yeah.
everyone else sort of leaves off the deck. I'd like to stand up there alone for a second, and I whisper to Lucy,
Fly, you stupid son of a bitch.
and I throw some I throw some common clothes on there, and a little handwritten note, and I'll write you out the note, Ruben.
Okay.
Oh,
Amazing.
Oh,
and
awesome.
Lucy flies it over, drops it on Brandon, and then flies back.
I honest to God thought you were gonna
Ooh.
fly over and ice the guy.
I thought so too. I was like, fuck yeah, let's go, McCleary.
He doesn't need to fly over for that. All he has to do is load up good old Karen.
Karen.
McCleary and his women.
We're gonna find all of them one day.
Are you leaving a calling card?
I don't know.
I love the moral grayness of this group compared to our previous campaigns.
The pirates.
Yeah. Pirates. Before we get to torture man number 2,
We're not gonna torture him. It's just gonna be a strong talking to.
Takai and Freya, I believe, are the only one. I guess Razine.
Oh gosh.
What are y'all doing on the deck of the ship? And Sunny.
Well, Freya is still kind of. She's looking out at the ocean, and just looking at the clouds. No. She's kind of on the opposite end. She's not paying any attention at all. She's she's snuggling with Moosh, just kind of like decompressing. Like she's just had a really overwhelming moment, so she's doing her own thing.
Were Razim's player here, Takai would ask Razim a question about magic, but in the absence of that, he's kind of nervously just doing some cleaning around the deck. And when he sees them kind of come out and send the guy off, he tags with him on the way back down to talk to the other guy.
Freya's nosy, so she's gonna go too. She's gonna bring Moosh with her and just kind of like use him as like a decompression tool and just keep petting him so she calms down.
The moment she joins the group, Takai goes to the exact opposite side of it from her.
What an ass! But
Feelings are
understandable.
valid.
Understandably an ass.
Sorry about your shitty dad. I'm still mad at you.
Fair enough.
I'm the only one with monopoly on daddy issues.
Also, Dork Tales. Woo!
Yeah, thanks for the raid. Hey guys.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. This is a pirate-themed campaign.
Yes.
We're doing totally Geneva Convention
legal stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna interrogate somebody.
Committing war crimes.
Let's go interrogate someone.
Well, are we pirates or aren't we?
Okay.
Really quick, while I'm still in, because I obviously cannot get out of this fucking cell. So since he's still in the cell with me, I'm just going to quickly look over to him, since he saw everything, and I'm just gonna say, "Boo."
He like tries to get. Okay. Roll for scream. He screams. Screams in Sylvan, which is pretty interesting.
Oh.
Wow.
A foreign scream.
It's like it's like a yodel. No.
House singing, screaming.
It's Ruben laughing at a haunted house. That's how it is. I really don't know anything. Well, I do know some stuff, but I'll tell you anything you want. I don't know.
Well, let's
What
start
questions
with
do you
why
have?
you were on our ship trying to steal our treasure.
I was given that instruction from House Vashad, who I'm a part of, from Vishaid, which is a city on the island. Do y'all know what y'all have?
No, we don't. What the fuck is up
tell
with
us.
these fruit?
It's the most valuable thing in paradise. Whoever made you get it really wanted you to do their dirty work. They're said to be incredibly powerful objects. That's all I know. Everyone wants them. They can bestow permanent fixations of power to whoever consumes them.
You don't say.
What do you mean power?
Abilities, I guess. Look, they just told me that it was important. I did some research on my own. You just left the ship on the shoreline for like 3 days. I was gonna sneak in. That's kind of my thing.
You need a new occupation.
says the
Agreed. Could you let me go and let me go back to
Now
the
wait a
shade?
minute. Wait a minute. We ain't done yet. Tell me more about the shade.
Is that familiar to anyone? Obviously, we know that it was like he's from a fallen house, or Harlow knows, presumably.
Yeah, so House Vishad is one of the three, or was one of the three, major houses of the Imperium. They are a primarily elven house. They were the previous occupants of the throne. There is a well-known rumor that House Aurelian, the current occupants of the throne, killed the predecessor due to a dislike of elven longevity. Basically, there's an elected monarchy, and they were like, the elves are never gonna give this up because they live fucking forever almost. And because House Aurelian was one of the founding houses of Capital, they believe themselves to be the appropriate, the natural rulers of the empire. In a power struggle that occurred about 5 years before this game occurred, House Vishad lost, and is in a sense a fallen house. They have scattered themselves away from the empire. You know that this elf on his clothing bears a symbol of House Vishad. And I believe I might have mentioned that they have a city on Claystone Island.
So they're the like scrappy house that's like, I'm gonna fuck things up, and everyone else is just like, sit down.
I wouldn't say that. They are still a noble house, just like the current occupants. Believe me, they are all patrician to a certain extent.
Okay.
There is a third house that does have a kind of scrappy, a little bit more reformist tendencies. This is not that. This is just the elven version of the previous imperial, of the current imperial rulers.
But so do they have any like strongholds or citadels within the empire, or are they strictly sort of exiled to the line?
Yeah.
They're currently exiled. I think I explained in the introduction document that in the political conflict that occurred 5 years prior, House Aurelian functionally crushed their rivals within the internal politics of Capital. To give you a little bit of meta commentary here, the previous campaign that was a predecessor to this one resolved that conflict. That game began with the death of the Vishad ruler, and the ultimate resolution of that campaign was House Aurelian won. And that has made a huge impact in this game, where they functionally control the world with the exception of High Church, which is where Harlow's from.
Yeah.
Well, what's your name, lad?
Celtos? Celtos Vash?
And in your house, you're...
Well, I'm not part of House Vishad directly. I'm just from a secondary minor house.
And if we were to let you go, you could put in a good word for us.
Absolutely. You gave me a good massage and gave me good food, and told me that y'all didn't find any treasure at the bottom of the Devil's Tomb.
And if we needed to call on House Vishad for any reason at all, they would be willing to help us.
I don't know. It depends on what you would ask them for.
What if we want to fuck up the Empire?
I think they would be in support of that.
This could be useful.
Well then, lad, I think that we'll drop you off at Claystone. And, you try to steal from us again, we'll cut off your hands.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
He nods way too many times.
Boy.
All right, what's your name?
Celtos.
Celtos.
I'll post the name in the chat here.
Okay. All right, get up, Celtos.
Merle shifts back to his normal size.
We kind of guide him. No, he stays in his
He can
cell.
stay in the brig, yeah.
Yeah.
I give him a light tap on the...
Yeah, okay, I pat him on the shoulder. Stay here.
You see, that wasn't so difficult, was it?
I'll leave this.
Get you some food or something.
Is he good looking at all?
He is a young elf, probably in his 20s, short blonde hair, very lanky build. He's a thief. I mean, yeah, I mean, he's an elf. I mean, is there really such thing as a bad looking elf? I mean, maybe, but not in this campaign, that's for sure.
Everyone's hot here.
Everyone's hot in this campaign, guys.
Takai's just gonna give him a wink and blow him a kiss on the way out.
He blushes.
Before I leave, I'd just like to say to him,
For the record, lad, we hold no ill will towards your house. In fact, we'd probably enjoy if they were in charge more. So, I think when you get back to Claystone, you should tell them about the Limelight Pirates. They were kind to you and your house, and maybe we can work in the future.
Okay, of course, whatever you say.
But you have to mean it, lad.
Yes, no, I'll tell them. I'm very convincing.
All right, very good. We'll be at Claystone in a couple of hours.
Yeah, I would imagine several hours.
Okay.
We navigate the ships to Claystone. And we drop off Celtos. That takes several hours, I would imagine. Yeah.
Yeah. So, the next question then is where is the ship being directed to now? Again, you have a variety of different options.
do we want to buy any supplies while we're in Claystone?
That might be.
We have a shitload of money. Maybe we
That
just
would be
we have
smart.
a ridiculous amount of money. We have. We could probably even upgrade the ship.
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
Or that might take time though, but we
Yeah,
can
we got
wait.
time.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't give us a time limit on the turnover of materials anyway. If we even want to go and give them back. But yeah, I guess we go to port instead of like anywhere off wild and shopping episode.
Okay.
Yay.
Ooh. Crashing through the waves.
I think I pinned the mechanics thing that has all the different stuff you can buy.
Oh yeah.
So? Let me...
As far as food, water, ropes, and wood, I'd say just top it off to like 100 each.
Yeah, I think so.
How many is that, Riley?
Let me. Shit, I
Throw me
don't have
some
my
numbers.
nice calculator.
We're at 36 food right now. What is the price on those?
That's also indicated in the
It's 1 gold piece for 2 food. So...
Yeah, 1 gold piece, 2 food, 1 gold piece, 1 water, 3 gold piece, 1 tea. Is that sales?
That's wood.
That's wood.
Timber,
Wood,
yeah.
Timber, yeah. And 5 gold piece for R.
That's sails and rope. Okay.
Sails and rope, okay.
R.
For R.
Okay, yeah. Let me do some math and
The pirate's favorite.
I will subtract from the treasury. Yeah,
Thank
remember
you,
when we were
Riley.
broke as fuck, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, now we're rolling in it, dude.
Now we're
Fuck.
pirate kings.
Maybe we'll see. What's her name? Poo Poo or something. What the fuck is her
Pip?
name?
Pouvon.
Pouvon?
No. Like the
Pip?
lady. Yeah, Pip.
Oh, my God.
poo poo.
I mean,
guys,
Yeah.
we can get a fuckload of the 400 gold points. Beam cannon.
Really?
Oh, turn this into the Nebuchadnezzar.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Activating ion cannon.
I think y'all can afford everything now.
We can
Maybe
buy.
we can
the
get our
on the list.
teleportation
This is
thing that
kind
we
of
never
intense.
got to
All right.
build.
Teleportation
That's
thing.
if this
Teleportation
port
thing.
has the technology to build a beam cannon for our ship.
I think you can probably get everything but the beam cannon in this location.
Okay.
Yeah, is there anything that sticks out then? We have comfort aesthetics, correct?
Yes.
I guess you
How
can
much
keep going.
gold can
Special
I
cloth for the
spend on
sails.
little-
That would be cool.
I would like 1 trinket for my hoard.
Okay. How about a
Listen
freezer?
here. In terms of
we have-
comfort... Oh, go ahead.
We have so do we have how many cannons do we have on each side?
4
Is
now.
that 4 now, or
No, we have
2 on each
on
side?
each side. Yeah.
You have one on each side, but you will need to spend some time to, put new holes in the.
Oh,
Well, because
right,
we
right,
took
right.
those 2, so
Yeah,
then
there's
that
still
would
4,
correct.
but yeah,
yeah.
you don't have holes for those. We don't have glass doors.
So we could get more cannons if we needed to.
Yeah, we can get more cannons, and we can take this time, I guess, to
Wait.
add blast doors.
What did you say, Riley?
I said I did the math. It's okay. There's an undo button. Let me just go back. You're good. Continue. I got
Yo.
this.
Your chosen crew
But it
logo
counted.
is magically animated on its sails.
As into its
That'd be
sharp,
fun.
imposing image. Let's add it. Why not?
Yeah. Cross that one off. Imposing desk.
A grander, more ornate or archaic, depending on your sense of style, in the captain's quarters, creating a more intimidating aura when the captain is seated behind it. Adds +1 to culture. And culture, I believe, affects various charisma checks you can make on the ship. So, for example, if you were trying to persuade
Yeah.
a guest, you would have a bonus kind of in your layer, so to speak.
Okay, cool. Can I also scrape off the name of the Imperial ship?
I think that would take some time. You can certainly do that, yeah. I mean, it is visibly an Imperial ship in the same way that like a
So I guess the name
U.S.
doesn't matter, yeah.
battleship is a battleship, right? But you can take off the name, yeah. What are you gonna? I have to ask the follow-up. What's the name? What's the new name of this battleship, guys?
Yeah, I don't know yet.
Okay.
I
So we
really
have our
want us to
flagship,
name
and now we
something
have our
a
battleship.
mongoose.
Goliath.
Jesus.
The
Oh
fighting.
my
monk.
God.
Let's do it. Let's finally do it.
We've talked
this
a
is-
strong
This
game
is
up until now.
McCleary's ship. Stupid boat. This is the dumb boat.
I feel like he would definitely name it something imposing, but if everyone else was like overriding him for the fighting mongoose,
No,
he'd
do
be
whatever
like,
you want.
all right.
Which X are you gonna
Otherwise-
name it after?
Yeah, name it after Dex.
You are supposed to name ships after women or female
Well, women
names.
are supposed to.
You're gonna
be
name it
shit
Frigid
first.
Debbie.
Miss Deborah.
Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Brittany.
The limelight and
The
the
Lohan.
The Lohan.
Actually, the Lindsay kind of sounds cool. Not gonna lie.
The Lindsay.
The Lindsay.
The J-Lo.
Oh, you know
No,
what?
he's gonna name it the Hanged Man,
Hey, okay.
Yeah.
The Hanged Man.
There we go. There we go.
Okay.
and then he gets a flag of a hanged man, obviously.
Damn, that's hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
The Hanged Man.
Guys, we're kind of badasses.
So we have
Yeah,
a second we have a second ship to outfit as well now. So
Indeed, you do.
we can.
Reminder
Alright,
though,
here's the
it
money
has
remaining.
kind of been blown to shit.
Well, we're gonna fix it.
Fair.
Okay. Goodness gracious. We can do all the specific math stuff afterwards.
Sure.
Because I do need to have one answer, and that is once y'all have left port. And this is, to be honest, to be transparent, so I can plan for next week. I gotta know where you're
Yeah.
going. So where will y'all be headed after your whatever upgrades you have at port? Where to?
Okay, so I have a question just about the log pose. It's still pointing up, correct?
The primary one is pointing up. Yes.
And to get it to resync, how
Yeah,
would
that-
we do that? Because
The way that the log pose works, as described earlier, is you have to follow the specific path that your specific log pose is keyed to, is synced to. You get to the next destination and stay there for some undetermined amount of time. At some places, it might be a few hours. At others, it might be weeks or months. And it takes that time to reset and sync up to the next island in the chain.
so basically,
Everyone
we have
has a
to go
different
up.
kind of. If you want to use that log pose, you also have the second log pose that has, the symbol of a fruit on it.
So do we want to go get more devil fruit?
Let's go find some more fruit.
So I guess the question is, do we want to try and figure out where this log pose is trying to get us to, up in the
Right.
sky? Do we want to go after another non-copyright infringing devil fruit, or do we want to go to, I can't remember, the Crown Island?
Crown Keep.
Crown Keep to meet up with Pan.
I mean, do
Or
we
sort
have
of
any
our-
options to fly the entire ship up there?
I don't think
We can
so.
buy an upgrade that makes it fly.
Oh, really? Let's get them on both
But
ships.
it costs a star ruby or a sea ruby. What is it called?
We
Got
have it.
so
We have
many fucking
those.
sea rubies.
It costs 1 a day, I think it says.
Oh.
Let
Well,
me
then we can
grab-
fly for 27 days. We can fly for almost a month, guys.
On 1 star ruby or sea weird ocean ruby?
27 of them.
Let me just. I think that all sounds correct. I wrote this like months ago, so let me. Oh, I called it the Wings of Freedom. Yeah, one ocean ruby per day, so you could have it up for a month up there in the sky.
Well,
And I
one of them.
believe the ocean ruby also can power an engine, and I think the ocean rubies can also be used once you're able to get the beam cannon. Can also power up those, so it has multiple uses here, and of
Okay.
course resource allocation considerations.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, we can't buy everything for both. That's too much.
No, and we
Yeah.
don't. Given that
But
we
need
have,
to, really.
It's our
I mean-
sword shit.
personally, what does everyone feel they'd want to do? Because it's like we could just go meet Pan, so we
Yeah.
don't have that burden over
Yeah.
us. You know?
I
Right.
feel like if we don't meet Pan, we're gonna get in trouble, and then we're gonna have 3 very overpowered motherfuckers.
And Salome,
path
Yeah.
side.
yeah, like maybe Pan can give us tips, or we might meet Salome as to how to get back into the sky.
Sure,
If we don't
yeah.
figure out a way ourselves.
Salome
okay.
was so nice.
I think
Right,
as long
and
as
then-
Such
we,
a beautiful message.
as long as we upgrade our ships, I think
Yeah.
we'll be okay. And then we can, like, it'll take. I would imagine, like, what, a week or something to fix all these things, if not more.
Mhm.
So yeah, we'll be here for a while in port.
So, question, Ruben.
Yeah.
In terms of navigating, is that something we have to figure out? Is any of us familiar with where Crown Keep is? In a
Yeah, I
relative
think I
location?
mentioned it's it's in this area without a log pose. You have to kind of navigate based on maybe your Xenos maps and geography. It would take you roughly about a week to kind of pinpoint where it is. It might actually be only a day's travel away from where you currently are, but because of the way that the Grand Line works, it's all on site because you can't use a compass,
Right.
a normal compass.
Is that something everyone is cool with, or do you have
Yeah.
something else you'd rather do?
I'm good with that.
Okay. To Pan, to ask to handle that whole giving half the treasure back. Okay. We will pick it up there next week. And this will be the last time at the end of this session that we will level up before it's been 10 sessions. So you will all level up to level 7.
Oh yeah!
Hell yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, do I level
go.
up to 8 since I've been at level 7?
No,
Yeah, okay, I just stay.
you just stay. You're already cool.
Aw,
You got the
guys
bonus
caught
of
up to
early.
me.
If any of you guys have any stat increases or anything major, well, you shouldn't, but let me know and I'll adjust everything.
Okay.
All I get, let's see, I get. Oh, go ahead, Ruben.
I was just gonna say, this my tentative plan for all future leveling ups. I'll have to kind of manipulate this based on what makes sense narratively. Right, we're not gonna do it in the middle of a battle, but it'll likely be about every 10 sessions, just because, what we've seen now 2 times what happens if I level you all
Yeah.
up to level 10 too quickly. But yeah. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for joining. We'll be here again next Wednesday on this channel at 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern. We would love to have you if you would care to come. It's been fun, guys. Thanks again for joining. Check out more fun stuff on Jonah's channel and watch Alpha do his cool game streams. And let's say goodnight, everyone.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.